The NFL regular season is finished. Does that mean that opportunities to make money here on Pub Sports Radio have come to an end? No!
The NFL playoffs are here, and so is the Pub Sports Radio Confidence Pool. $100 to enter, with only 3% going to cover credit card fees. And as always, top 10% gets paid.
There are 13 NFL playoff games culminating in the Super Bowl in Santa Clara, California. 6 games in the wild card round, 4 in the divisional round, 2 in the conference round, and then the Super Bowl, which means you have 13 slots to fill. And you have to decide how confident you are on each game. Now, these picks are straight up. They are not against the spread. Each week, before the kickoff of the first game, you must have your picks in, pubsportsradio.com. So your most confident bet of the entire playoffs would fill your 13th slot. Your least confident spot, the one you question and you're not sure of, will be the number 1 slot. And you fill in these slots as we go through the playoffs. The capper with the most points, when it's all said and done, wins the confidence pool.
Sign up right now at pubsportsradio.com.
Get that cash. Get it. Get it. Welcome all to NFL Pub Hub Wild Card Edition. As you just saw in the opening, we still have 2 hours and 27 minutes to sign up for our confidence pool. We're trying to build a big pool, and the pot is growing. Pot is growing. Sign up for the confidence pool right now on pubsportsradio.com. Thank you guys for being here. Whole bunch of cappers making moves here. Scott says the Panthers plus 10.5 is calling his name. He's on the Eagles -5 and the Chargers plus 3.5. Swaggy McNolegs is on the Bears. I can't wait to discuss this spot further because we are dealing, with the Packers team that's lost 4 straight games, and the market clearly sharps all over the Packers. We got Justin McKelvey, stacks play today, number 1. A Kyron Williams, 70-plus rush yards at plus 100. Stacks play today, number 1, is our first game that we will be breaking down. Man, we have a great show today. We have our leader in NFL Pub Season 5 and our Season 2 champion, Bobano. We have Flash joining us from Costa Rica, Salty Pete from Nova Scotia, Billy Brisbane from South Jersey, Big Mastro from Windsor. We're all over North America and Central America because we got Flash here. Big Mastro, TJ Money Mills, Dutch Boy Fresh, Kong's Clips. We are represented here today. We got West Coast, East Coast, Canada, America, Costa Rica. Gerald Jones in the house. Gerald Jones ready to get to work. Rams first half -6.5. Philip on Sweaty Butcher's prime cut play of the day. That is the under in the Packers, the big Packers Bears game. I did get the under 47 earlier in the week, so I'm in nice position there. Man, Bear, Pig in the house. A Stead, Kale Reeves, the Reaver, fresh off a top 5 finish in the Cappers contest. He has signed up for the confidence pool. Join us in the confidence pool. Derek Parra, great to see you. Donut Silks, Dizzy, Donut, Fresh Maple, bars play today. Rams first half money, Rams -6.5. With Bryce Young, 17 rush yards and Rams money line. Rams first half money line parlayed with Bears money line as well. Let me copy and paste all of that. We got a great group here. Thank you guys for joining us. There is a lot on the line here in round 1. Let's go over my action here before we bring out our first guest. We have 9 ready to rock for us today. As I said, I'm on this Green Bay Chicago first half under 23.5. I am on Green Bay Chicago full game under 47. Now, I shouldn't brag too much. I did pay 9 cents for the under 47. I know it's dropped quite a bit now, but It wasn't a minus 110 situation. I'm on San Francisco Philly first half under 23. I'm on San Francisco Philly full game under 45. Eagles double result at plus 110. I'm on an Eagles Rams money line parlay, kind of a chalky parlay, but I'm comfortable with it at minus 145. I'm on the Chargers plus 4 at minus 111. And then I'm on the Houston Pittsburgh first half over and full game over. That total's moving against me. I don't know what. I don't think it should be 38. I think it's too low, and we'll go into that and we'll talk about it, but this line's moving against me. I want to be on, and there's the Gorkle in the house. He is in our confidence pool. Rams, money line, Packers plus 1.5. We got Martez Denny in the house. So I tell you, I want to back the Bears. I can't do it with this feeling of the Sharps all on the Packers. So I'll just use them in my pools, I guess, and maybe look to live bet them. I want to bet the Bills. I want to bet them. But, I mean, Maxwell Hairston being out makes me want to show up outside of McDermott's house in a ski mask and Nancy Kerrigan him. It makes me extremely angry. Terrell Bernard is out as well. I have the Bills to win the Super Bowl. I was thinking of betting them this week or doubling down to take them for the conference. I couldn't do either with Hairston and Bernard out. I wanted the under, and I'm still interested in the Rams Panthers. I wanted it from the beginning. The weather's not so bad. The market has moved to the under. I've just kind of stood still. So with all of this, I looked at my action. I was like, look, I'm pretty comfortable with my action. I'm pretty comfortable with these 10 bets. Do I want, we'll be talking out with a whole bunch of different cappers and see if those additions should take place. Let's bring on our first guest here. And when I thought this man couldn't climb any higher this year, on week 18, he had his best week of the season. He's been a model of consistency so far, and he has put together the finest regular season in our 5 years of NFL Pop-Up. 118 wins and 68 losses. This legendary performance we will see over the years if anybody can come close to this. Up 42.05 units. This man has been in first in NFL Pub-Up at the end of week 4. He wasn't with us week 1, so it took him 3 weeks to hit to the top, and he never looked back. Not one time through week 4 through week 18 did anybody really put pressure on him. And his best week was week 18, 11-3 plus 7.8 units. His worst week was 4-5, down 1.71 units. The consistency unparalleled. Let's bring him on right now. Please welcome the star of the Ice Guys, the NBA OG show, and the Hitting the Books YouTube channel, Mr. Ian Cameron, to the show. Bobano, how are you, my friend?
Playoffs are here. It's one thing to have a great rate, and it's been just spectacular. I can't even believe it myself, the job we've done in the NFL. But hopefully the playoffs, it's a different handicap in the playoffs compared to the regular season. So I'm hoping the success continues. We're a little bit lighter volume in the playoffs compared to the regular season, but we have, I think, a good 4 or 5 bets lined up for the show and hopefully keep this great run going.
Well, you, my friend, made this show this year. So we thank you from Pub Sports Radio to Ian Cameron. Thank you. Every week entering your action, I'm just sitting here going, and look at the 6 and 5 weeks, like in week 16, week 17, and we got to get an action, but week 16, you go 8-7 plus 0.21 units. Week 17, you go 6 and 5 plus 0.24 units. Those are winning weeks. Those are consistent winning weeks. So even those weeks, I'm like, Bobano does it again. Then you go 11-3 plus 7.8 units in week 18.
That's the difference this season compared to seasons when I haven't been as good. The down weeks are not horrible weeks. The down weeks are so-so weeks. And when that happens, you're having a good year.
Oh, yeah. I've been saying that too across all sports with our group. That is the sign. I'm 100 totally with you. Shout out to all the cappers joining us. About 40 Kid, Kristen Hess, Luke Burrow. Luke Burrow, of course, came second overall in our cappers contest. Steve G, Curtis Barry, Coin. A Coin won free entry into our confidence pool. There is still time to sign up for our confidence pool. Please do if you can. There is still time. $100 entry. Let's roll. Scott, we gave you a shout out off the top. Jim Doiger in the house. We got Ski Profit rolling with us. What a great group. Thank you for joining us. Let's get to work, my friend. We start at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, the NFC wildcard playoffs. Los Angeles Rams 12-5, 5-4 on the road. The Carolina Panthers 8-9, 5-3 at home. We're at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. 71 Fahrenheit, cloudy, 16 mile per hour winds. The winds die down to about 13 by the end of the game. There is no rain. I've been following this weather every single day. I wanted bad conditions. I wanted to bet the under, and I couldn't get there. I just really couldn't get there. Now, I can script out why it would happen, but I haven't bet it, and now it's dropped. The difference between 46.5, 45.5 maybe is marginal. Let's set up this one for you, Ian. First off, let's talk about this injury report. Kevin Dotson is out for the Rams. That even pushes me towards the under. This guy was ranked third overall, the third highest ranked guard from PFF, 86.4 offensive grade this season. He is out. That's the big story here. He is out. Chandler Zavala, I'm surprised he took a roster spot. They gave him a roster spot and practiced all week, and then they pulled him. But they're a healthy group, and that did surprise me. Devontae Adams, good to go. Best red zone wide receiver threat in the NFL. This line here, right now, we have the Rams -10. If this gets to 10.5 and closes 10.5, it's the highest number. It's the biggest road favorite in NFL playoff history. There have been 10s before. The Rams were 7th in the NFL at generating pressure. The Panthers rank 30th in block win rate. I mean, there's so many. And, of course, Panthers beat the Rams here in Charlotte, 31-28, week 13. Under head coach Sean McVay, the Rams are 11-7 straight up, 12-6 against the spread when facing teams they lost to earlier in the season. Listen to this. They're 6-1, both straight up and against the spread as road favorites of 7.5 to 14 points. That one loss came against the Panthers this season. The Rams averaged 36.8 points per game over their final 5 games. So let's touch on that total that I'm so interested in. This total right now is sitting at 45. I do see a 40. That's just 45. It's juiced to the over the 44.5. Opened up at 46.5. I had plenty of opportunities to get under it, and I chose not to. Cash flow wise, let's get this up here right now. Cash flow wise, we have 66% of the tickets, 74% cash on the Rams. We did see 10.5. It's come back to 10. There still are a few 10.5s on the board. 71% of tickets on the under, 70% of cash on the under. Ian, Cameron, here we go. Game 1 of the playoffs after your tremendous regular season. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Dotson is it's a loss on the offensive line. It is a bit concerning with the right guard. He's been obviously very good, and they've had to overcome some issues. The Rams down the stretch, offensive line's been a little bit thin. You know, the receiving core, obviously, Devontae Adams has missed time down the stretch. I think Whittington's going to be out today as well for the Rams as far as receiver, but they do get Adams back. I was monitoring this all week because you were monitoring it all week to bet the under, and I was monitoring it all week to bet the over. And I have bet the over here now with the weather clearing up in this game. So over 45 at -115. And I'm on the Rams team total over 27.5 as well. I feel better about the team total than laying the 10.5. Take away the possibility of any backdoor shenanigans. Not to mention the Ram defense did not play well down the stretch. So it's over 27.5 at let me give you the price, -110. Yeah, 27.5 -110 with that Rams team total over. I think they move the ball. I do. Even with the concern of Dotson's absence, getting Adams back helps take some of the focus away from the great Puka Nacua. Parkinson's been great down the stretch. I don't think much of the run defense of Carolina, so the Corum and Williams tandem at running back should be able to have success here for the Rams as well. And they did score 28 points in Carolina in the regular season meeting when they didn't really play a great game by any stretch of the imagination. They still scored 28. The question is Carolina going to score 31 like they did? And of course, that first meeting flew over the total. It depends on Bryce Young. He can look good in some games, and there's some games just like, how's he even on an NFL roster? And how's this offense even functioning? But the Rams defense has some real vulnerabilities. You can't like the way they're going into the playoffs on the defensive side of the football. giving up 20 plus in every recent game down the stretch. Jacoby Brissett, even some mediocre offenses have been able to move the football and score points against the Rams. So for some reason, this Rams defense has sputtered down the stretch. And I think when you factor in that they're 6-0 to the over in their last 6 games down the stretch of the regular season, the Rams, and I've been on a bunch of them on this show. If you go back and look, how many times have I been on some Rams overs here down the stretch during this 6-game over run that they've put together? Now with the weather clearing up where there'll be little, if any, rain, the wind speed no longer scares me, and it's going to dissipate as the game goes on. I think that clears the path for both teams to do enough to get over an achievable total here at 45. I like the Rams team total over, as I mentioned.
You are in business, my friend. This is the lone game I have no action on, and that's okay. I just have to tell myself that it's okay. It's okay. You can get in live if you need to. Also, Justin McKelvey.
31-16, 31-20 final score is kind of what I have in mind here with this game.
Well, wasn't it so funny when we called the Washington-Philadelphia game last week at 41? So you cashed the over and I cashed the under, and it landed right on the number. And I was like, "Oh, Momento, we did it again!" Like that put such a big smile on my face. Before we roll into the next game, our guy Justin McKelvey had another spectacular performance yesterday on Betting with the Bag. The man is just heating up and also staying so consistent. Which we just talked about off the top. Justin McKelvey stacks play day number 1 in this game. Kyron Williams, 70-plus rush yards and plus 100. Oh, sorry. That was wrong. Sorry. That was the wrong.
Worker and our guy, Troy.
Yeah. That was the wrong. Stacks. Next up, we have 8 p.m. Eastern NFC wildcard playoffs. Green Bay Packers 9-7-1, 4-1 on the road at the Chicago Bears 11-6, 6-2 at home. Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois. 33 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 12 miles per hour. And Stimmy OG big on the Panthers plus 10.5 in the over 45. Look, I'm relieved. I'm relieved that I'm not on the under. I sat there, stared at it. I watched it drop. I'm just relieved. It's fine. And hearing you guys on the over, I'm relieved. We move forward here. I've wanted to back the Bears all week, and I don't want to go up against all the sharps. I just don't want to. Maybe other people have the balls to. I did bet the unders. This total is climbing because the weather is nice. The 21 mile per hour winds, the snow showers, all gone. 33 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 12 mile per hour winds. This total is up to a 45.5. That's okay. That's okay with me. I got the 47 and the 23.5, but the wind is the weather is much nicer than we expected. We have these Green Bay Packers right now -1.5 at -115. That opened up as a pick'em, or there's some spots had them as a slight dog. So the Packers, off of 4 straight losses, are the favorite on the road against the Chicago Bears. Since Micah Parsons' season-ending injury the first 12, they haven't won since Micah Parsons got hurt. In the first 12 weeks of the year, this was a top 10 defense. In the final 6 weeks, this was a bottom 5 defense in the NFL. Odunze is returning. Zach Tom will play for the Packers. It's just Dontavian Wicks who's going to be out at this point. This is the first home playoff game for the Bears since 2018. We have a whole bunch of our friends going to be at this game, Troy Torrance included. Chicago got stronger and stronger as the season went on offensively, despite the Odunze injury. Chicago finished 6th in EPA per play from week 13 onward. And when we get to the cash flow here, we have the 57% of the tickets, 60% of cash on Chicago. Line's been moving towards Green Bay. 67% of tickets on the under, 56% cash on the over. And I'll just have to stay on the sidelines here unless Bobano and others can give me the confidence to back the Bears. Take it away for us, Ian Cameron, game 2, Packers-Bears.
Yeah, this is interesting because the weather is clearing up here too, because some of the sites I still see almost 20 mile an hour wind. I guess that's dissipating too.
That's gone. That's gone from what I have. And I mean, again, like I bet these unders, and it's not even just being wrong. It's that I told everybody.
Right.
It's just about being, I said, now there's going to be snow showers now, second half of the game.
Right.
The high wind is 12 miles per hour.
Oh, shit. Wow. That's really changed. I had 18-20,
Same
and
here.
I was in total agreement with. I think and I thought too it was going to be run heavy for Chicago, and I think Green Bay will be looked to be balanced and run the football. I don't think off a concussion that Matt LaFleur is going to want Jordan Love throwing the ball 40 times here tonight. That they're going to try to get Jacobs going. So I think your underthinking was right because I'm definitely not on the over in this game. But I am on Chicago in this game, and I will make Chicago official +2, minus 108 with the Chicago Bears here. Now, again, with the weather shifting and maybe the passing game for both quarterbacks being able to have more success, my thinking was Green Bay's 0-4 without Micah Parsons. Devontae Wyatt being gone is huge, and teams are just running the football at Green Bay with success. And you go back to Baltimore a couple of weeks ago and all the damage they did on the ground. You factor in that Chicago's been running the football with Monangai and Swift this year very well against teams that have struggled against it. I think for sure that Chicago is going to be able to run the football against Green Bay in this game. That was the crux of this argument. On the other side of the fence, when you look at Chicago's defense versus Green Bay's offense, that is where there's some concern here. But at the same point in time, we've seen this Packers team dealing with Elton Jenkins on the O-line. Now, Tom being back is big. He's a very important offensive lineman for Green Bay. He's probably one of their best. Jenkins, though, also may not go. But like I said, their O-line's been shifting around here the last few weeks. We'll see. And you're right, Chicago's defense was not good down the stretch. But I look at it here. We're at home. Love coming out of the concussion. And I spoke with Philip Nelson, who played quarterback on my football show, and he said sometimes it's not easy to be at your best coming out of a concussion. He knows of examples where there's himself and even other quarterbacks that have had issues playing great right away coming off an injury like that. So I think when you factor all in, and let's not kid ourselves, Matt LaFleur is no stranger to early playoff exits. You know, everyone's talking about how it's an experience edge for Love over Williams at quarterback. It's an experience edge for Matt LaFleur over Ben Johnson at head coach. Well, Matt LaFleur spit the bit early in these playoffs. Philadelphia last year, San Francisco a couple years ago with that cold game. It was frigid cold at Lambeau. Block punt. Remember that when Rodgers was still there? Horrible loss for Green Bay. Special teams miscues. Watch a special teams gaffe happen tonight for Green Bay because that's happened before multiple times in a bad spot. And actually, I give Chicago a sizable special teams advantage here in this game. And you can't underestimate that element of the football game. So all things considered, I think there's line value on Chicago. And Green Bay was a mediocre 4-4-1 on the road this year. Where are the great wins on the road against good teams for the Green Bay Packers? They really have not had many this season. So I think there's line value with Chicago, and I'll take them as a slight dog.
You are in business. You have the Bears +2 at -108. We'll see how far this line goes. We have Bompolo in the house. KV Smell Good says, I don't care who wins. He is on the under. We roll on. And of course, and I meant to mention this off the top. Also, Kyler Gordon back, but Gardner Johnson out. You know, if you listen to Troy talk about the Bears, he'd prefer Gardner Johnson sitting in street clothes. And then Braxton Jones, left tackle, a very important piece to the Bears, is back as well. So let's roll on. Next spot on the board here. I mean, a lot of us in Toronto are, Bills fans because they're so close to us. I've never really thought of myself. I mean, I cheer for them, but I've never, I didn't grow up out here. But I feel sick with it's about as angry as I've been watching an injury ever in my life. 4 minutes to go in a game, you're up by 30 because of the lack of options. Supposedly, McDermott's saying there are only 3 cornerbacks on the roster. Hairston's out there, and he's in the walking boots, not playing. Nor is Terrell Bernard. DeMar Hamlin, they thought was going to come back as well. He's not coming back. Prater looks like he can kick. We'll see. And the Jaguars are as healthy as can be. I'm very concerned here, and I did not bet on this game because of it. We have the Bills right now at a pick'em. I did see them at +1. The +1's a no vig situation. They're a pick'em at -106. Jaguars are -114. This opened with the Bills -1 at -115. And then from a total standpoint here, we have the 51.5. When Hairston was announced out, or at least in the walking boot, this line went up to 52.5, and then it came back down to 51.5. I've seen sharp action on the under the whole time. I wanted to bet the over when I first saw the the game. I've stayed off of the total at this point. Josh Allen, 66 Fahrenheit, light rain, 10 miles per hour. Josh Allen, 0-4 on the road in the playoffs. 3 of those defeats came against the Chiefs. Jaguars coming off their 8th straight win. We know what Cook and Allen can do running the ball. Jacksonville's strength is the run stop. Number 4 in run defense, DVOA. Number 3 in opponent success rate per handoff. And when we get to the cash flow in this one, 50% of the tickets, 51% of cash on the over. 76% of tickets and 74% of cash on the Jaguars. Ian Cameron, take it away.
Yeah, this is over 50.5, minus 125 for me. This could be the highest scoring, should be the highest scoring game of the weekend, in my opinion. That's why it's the highest total on the board. I think both teams have their pathway to points. I mean, Jacksonville should run it on Buffalo, and we know Liam Cohen's offense wants to run the football and be balanced, so Travis Etienne should have success. The Bills still have struggled all year to stop the run, and I hate these injuries for them. On defense. Very worrisome. No Terrell Bernard, no Max Hairston. That's concerning for a defense that's already had some issues to begin with. DeMar Hamlin, too, has been ruled out. So, like I said, there's just all kinds of concerns for them against this Jacksonville offense, which has been humming down the stretch and putting up 20s and 30s. And Trevor Lawrence has been much better. And the Jacoby Myers arriving on the scene has opened things up, too. His arrival at receiver, and now all of a sudden you got him, you got Thomas, you got Brenton Strange. The tight end's been great. Parker Washington, this guy's been phenomenal in this Jacksonville offense. So like I said, I like definitely the Jacksonville offense to move the ball. But I think Buffalo can move it too. Buffalo's going to be challenged to run it. James Cook against the strength and the teeth of the Jacksonville defense is the run and stopping it. But I don't know about that secondary still. I think you can throw on this team. And you can't ignore the fact that Jacksonville has not faced a litany of great quarterbacks during this 8-game win streak. And I've been on them a lot. But other than Bo Nix and Denver and that road win, they've played a lot of Cam Ward, a lot of Phillip Rivers, a lot of Riley Leonard, a lot of mediocre to Jets quarterback, just all kinds of below average quarterbacks. And with all due respect to Bo Nix, Josh Allen's better. And this will be by far easily the best quarterback during this 8-game run for the Jacksonville Jaguars that their defense has faced. And I think they'll give up some points too. I'm on the over 50.5, minus 125, but I am also on a bet at Bet365 double result. This is going to be an interesting one. This is Jacksonville Buffalo double result plus 400. Jacksonville to lead at the half, Buffalo to win the game. I think Jacksonville comes out strong early. Liam Cohen's offense early in the game is usually going to go down and we know Buffalo has been a slow starter. New England a few weeks ago when they got down big and came back in Foxborough in the second half. Bills are no strangers to slow starts. I think Jacksonville has the right good start. And it wouldn't shock me if Josh Allen, like he did in New England a few weeks ago, puts the cape on in the second half and leads the Bills to a comeback victory in the second half. So Jacksonville, Buffalo, double result, plus 400. So that's Jags lead at half, Bills win the game.
You are in business. A great breakdown. We roll on 4:30 p.m. Eastern, NFC wildcard playoffs, 49ers at the Eagles. 49ers 7-2 on the road this year. Eagles 11-6, just 5-3 at Lincoln Financial Field, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 43 Fahrenheit, warmer than we expected. Well, we knew it was going to be nice, but warmer than we thought. Oh, it's a playoff game in Philadelphia. That's what I mean. Partly sunny, 13-mile-per-hour winds. 49ers are coming off their lowest scoring game since Kyle Shanahan's debut in 2017. The 173 yards gained were the fewest in any regular season game under Shanahan. Tatum Bethune groin tear. Maybe that angered me. But now that wasn't a coach's fault. I mean, they had to have Tatum Bethune out. But with Fred Warner out, I mean, it's just, and you have D. Winters, whose status at this point is uncertain. But like Dougie Wise had said, it looks like Trent Williams is going to give it a go, which I didn't think earlier in the week. Dougie Wise was very right about that. Trent Williams looks like he's going to give it a go. Ricky Pearsall going to give it a go. D. Winter is going to give it a go. All these guys are going to give it a go. And for the Eagles, Lane Johnson and Brett Toth, a concussion. We think that he's going to try to give it a go, but Lane Johnson and Azeez Ojulari are going to try to give it a go. But let's talk about here, if with Bethune out and with the Winters hurt and could leave the game at any time, it's Eric Kendricks. who's got to step up into this huge role. Also, Garrett Wallow and Curtis Robinson are both options at weak side linebacker. Not good options. 7-2 against the spread on the road this season. San Francisco's defense allowed the second highest rushing success rate in the NFL while ranking 31st in PFF run defense grade and 24th in run defense DVOA. How hard I couldn't come up with a script where the 49ers take care of business here. Now, there's been one player missing from the Eagles this season and in the past who determines their fate, Lane Johnson. He missed the final 7 games of the regular season with a life-rank injury. He's going to try to give it a go today. So the Eagles went 3-4 in those 7 games he sat out. They're 18-28 in his career when he hasn't played, and he's missed 1 playoff game. Yes, it was a loss. It was a loss. Let's go through the line history here for this one. Now, I've got 4 spots. I'm on the unders. I got in a little late. I'm on the first half under 23, the full game under 45. I'm on Eagles double result at plus 110, and I'm on a chalky Eagles-Rams moneyline parlay. We have the total at 44.5. I see flat 44s, but they're juiced to the over. This 44.5, slightly juiced to the under. It opened at 46. Troy got the 40. Oh, Troy got 45 too. We were both about 12 hours to 24 hours late. We have the Eagles at -6 right now, at -106. They opened up at -3.5, just a monster move towards them. And we have 71% of tickets, 79% cash on the under. And for the Eagles backers, there's 53% of tickets and 63% cash on the San Francisco 49ers. So this really just sets you up comfortably and confidently. Take it away, Ian, my man.
So I'm not making a play official on the show in this game, but I have a small SGP in this game of Niners plus 14.5 and the over at 40.5 at -105. This is not official. This is just some recreational small action for me on this game because I really don't have a strong opinion on this game. I am worried the Eagles blow them out. This is a bad Niners defense. It just is. And they've got injuries. They're missing a bunch of guys. And that's always the concern. Can the Philly offense finally get their head on straight and look like it? Lane Johnson being back is huge. I mean, it just seems like that is such an enormous part of that, making that offensive line work. And I still got to believe that this could be a good game for Barkley to have one of his better playoff performances running, or recent performances running the football. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. The reason why I went this route is I still think the Niners offense, with the injury report looking a little bit better, Trent's going to give it a go at the left tackle spot. That Pearsall looks like he's going to try to play. But I still think there's enough in there that the Niners, with Shanahan's brain and offensive, game plan, can do enough to not let this turn into a complete blowout. But I opted, let's put 14.5 in our pocket with San Francisco, just in case, Philadelphia does extend. I don't think it gets to massive blowout status. So yeah, just for a little small, some small wagering action here. Nothing official for the show, but yeah, I have San Fran plus 14.5, over 40.5 SGP at -105.
And we roll on. Next up for us, 8 p.m. AFC wildcard playoffs. LA Chargers, 11-6, 5-3 on the road. New England Patriots, 14-3, 6-3 home. Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, 34 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 10-mile-per-hour winds. For the Patriots, Kiris Tonga is out, and that is a huge deal. Now, he's been out for a little bit. It's not like he just came out, but we'll touch on this in a second. Keyshawn Boutte, Harold Landry, and Thayer Munford, all questionable, expected to give it a go. Keyshawn Boutte's gambling issues articles recently come out as well, which was interesting. We have for the Chargers, Omarion Hampton expected to give it a go. All of these guys on the injury report are expected to give it a go. Bud Dupree was limited. Elijah Molden, the safety, was limited. Offensive tackle Austin Deculus was limited, but they're all expected to give it a go. Let's get into this line history here for this one. We have this side at 3.5. That 3.5 is juiced for the Chargers. This opened up at 3.5 and went to 4. Now I got it at 4. I got the +4 at -111. It's now +3.5 at -114. So I'm on the Chargers here. From a total standpoint, we have a 46. This opened up at 45.5 and it moved to 46. And I didn't know what to do with this total, honestly. I'm not going to say that I was close to moving on one thing or another. I really wasn't. 52% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the LA Chargers. 51% of the tickets and 71% cash is on the over. But the Chargers haven't given up more than 20 points in 6 straight weeks. They also ended this regular season as ranked last in ESPN pass block win rate at 54%. Herbert averaged 4 sacks per game in the final 8 weeks, but the Pats pass rush is really nothing to be frightened by. The Chargers ended the regular season on a 10-game stretch where it allowed just 92.6 rush yards per game and 3.8 yards per carry. Second lowest rush success rate at 36.4. This defense got stronger and stronger and stronger as the year went on. Of course, Patriots finished 14-3. Last time they finished 14-3, they won the Super Bowl in 2016. But when Kearis Tonga got hurt, all of a sudden, this incredibly strong rush defense was not the case. They could be run on. Kearis Tonga is a big body nose tackle that's so crucial in the NFL, and he's not going to be out there. Now, how healthy is Marion Hampton? I know that the run block grades for the Chargers are terrible, but this team was ranked number 1 for a lot of the year rushing. And now they moved down to second or third by the time the season ended. Take it away for us here, Bobano, Chargers, Patriots.
I'm with you on those Bolts. I mean, New England maybe wins this game, but I think being able to get more than a field goal with the Chargers here, +4, -112 is what I've got on them. I think it's worth a look. I know New England was run on late in the year. Defense was giving up points later in the year. Now, I'm terrified of May. Drake May has been great. We know that. But this is a Chargers defense that is very formidable. And I get it that Herbert's what I like too is I think Herbert knows he's got to atone for last year. That was a terrible playoff game for him against Houston. And I think he's chomping at the bit for a little bit of redemption. This has been a great season for New England, win or lose here. And they're building something really strong. Vrabel's done a phenomenal job. But one thing we have to remember about Vrabel, where were the playoff wins with him when he was with Tennessee as the head coach? There'll be a lot of times with Tannehill and him there, they got bounced, with the bye or with the home field, and they'd lose. So he's still got to show he can win some big playoff games. I know they got to the AFC Championship game that one year in Tennessee against Kansas City, but the other times they lost their first playoff game, the Titans, when Mike Vrabel was coaching there. So, like I said, there's still a little bit of that element where he's done a great job. There's a good hire, obviously, but can he, go on a run here in the playoffs? The Chargers, also Herbert, when he's been an underdog of 3 or more, it's something like 12-1 against the spread. Like, he's been just insanely good. When you're looking at Justin Herbert in this kind of an underdog role, getting a field goal or more. And again, the Patriots, I hate to be the strength of schedule narrative guy, but they've got the one win this year against a team with a winning record, and that was Buffalo in Buffalo. That's it. And I think if they win this game, they don't win it by margin. I think it's a very close game. I think the Chargers defense is good enough to give them a battle, throw some things at Drake May in his first ever start in the playoffs as a rookie that will keep the Chargers very much alive in this game. So I'll take the 4, -112 with the Chargers.
I love the breakdown. I'm right with you. Final spot on the board, Monday, January 12th, AFC wildcard. Houston Texans 12-5, 5-3 on the road. Pittsburgh Steelers 10-7, 6-3 at home at Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 36 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 9 miles per hour. Steelers looking to end a 10-year playoff drought. Their last postseason win, 2016 against the Chiefs. Texans average margin of victory during their 9-game winning streak, 6.9. They also scored but they scored 26.2 points per game during the winning streak. And Pittsburgh, against quality opponents, allowed 29.3 points per game across 4 consecutive losses to postseason-bound teams. Again, the weather's not bad. The field is heated, and I'm on the over. I'm on the first half over and full game over. This is down to a 38. The market's telling me that I'm wrong and going to lose. And those are the risks you take when you bet early. You're expecting that you're going to beat the line and that you're right, and the markets will think that you're right, and they think that I'm wrong. The Steelers opened up +3 at -104. This became a +3.5 the day this line became available within 8 hours. It stayed a 3.5 for about 24 hours before it moved back to 3, bounced to 3.5 one more time. Again, we're talking Tuesday. This has been a 3 ever since. When we get to the cash flow for Bobano's final game here, 52% of tickets, 61% of cash on the Pittsburgh Steelers, 75% of tickets, and 77% of cash on the under. The Steelers are a very healthy group. It's a strange thing to say this late in the year, but they're as healthy as can be. And the expectation here is that the Texans are going to be fully loaded. That means Danico Autry will be good at the edge. Kamari Lassiter will be back in the secondary. Titus Howard will be back at offensive line. Even Trent Brown is expected to be good to go. The only person is Jawar Jordan is questionable. Take it away, Ian, your final spot.
Yeah, you and I are on the same page with the total here. And I don't love betting Houston overs. I haven't bet many Houston overs this year, but this is just all about where the number is. It's just, I think, a little too light. So I will go 37.5 minus 115 on this over. Here's where I stand with Houston's defense. It's a great unit. If they play at their best, Pittsburgh's going to have a tough time. But I don't know. Maybe it was disinterest. Maybe it was flat spots. Maybe it was just, not lack of focus, just the opponent being not someone that excited Houston, but I saw them down the stretch give up points and let the Raiders of all teams move the ball against them. And I know last week was a weird spot. They knew Jacksonville probably wasn't losing to Tennessee and they were going to win the division. But still, Riley Leonard's chucking the ball downfield to Alec Pierce, and he's beaten the entire secondary, a rookie quarterback in his first ever start. That shouldn't be happening to Houston's defense. I don't care what the circumstances are. You shouldn't be letting Riley Leonard move that football like he did, especially in the first half when the starters, for the most part, were still in there. So, there's been some cracks in the armor with the Houston defense. And, say what you will about Rodgers, he found some rhythm. And he somehow, with Calvin Austin and these other receivers he had, he patched it together, Freiermuth, and now he's finally going to have the one deep threat he's got, DK Metcalf, back after the 2-game suspension. So that helps the Pittsburgh offense. And on the flip side, I'm telling you about the Pittsburgh defense. I think it stinks. I don't think it's any good. I think if you block TJ Watt and if you block Cam Hayward, there's not a really great player on that defense the rest of it. And I include Jalen Ramsey in that because I think he's I don't think he's a great cornerback anymore at this stage. I think if you take care of TJ Watt, if you take care of Cam Hayward, you can move the football on this Pittsburgh defense. And I expect Houston to be able to do that. CJ Stroud's been a solid playoff performer here in the past. And I think they can move the football against this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. And I think their O-line can be good enough to hold off Pittsburgh in this game. Give Stroud time. And let's not forget that secondary let Zay Flowers get behind them twice for big play touchdowns from Lamar Jackson. How the hell does that happen? And CJ now has got his favorite guy, Nico Collins, healthy, Kirk, Schultz at tight end. And I think they can hit some big plays over the top on this Pittsburgh secondary. So we're not asking for a shootout here. This total's 37.5. We get 21-20, something like that. It goes over the total. So over 37.5 minus 115.
You are in business, Ian Cameron. Over 37.5 in Houston, Pittsburgh. Chargers +4 minus 112. We have the a wreck spot, but staying off official action. Niners, Eagles. Over 50.5 minus 125 in Buffalo, Jacksonville. Jacksonville, first half. Buffalo, full game, double result, +400. Chicago, +2 at minus 108. And the over 45. Now, that was found, I believe Coin found it at Caesars at 44.5. Moved to 44.5. So we're going to give you the over 44.5.
Rams and Panthers, excellent.
Jeez, in Rams Panthers, yep. And the Rams team total over 27.5. What a performance, Ian! The finest performance in the 5 years of our show. We thank you for what you've done. It's all right here. It's just the consistency, the skill set, everything in play. 17 weeks straight. On time every week. From every you just nailed it. So thank you for all that you've done, man.
Punctuality. It's very important. It's very important, and not being tardy, as they say. So great. Yeah, it's been an amazing season. Let's hope we add to it a little bit here in the NFL playoffs. Good luck to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button. Jimmy, good luck to you as well. And we'll see you again Thursday for Betting with the Bag. There he is. Bo Bano in the house, and we roll on. Man, I'm excited to bring on our next guest, and Nasty Nate. Nasty Nate says a lot of Chargers love here. He screenshot in the chat. I cannot wait to Caesar, thank you, Coin. You locked us down, man. Thank you, my guy. I can't wait to rock with our next guest, man. I miss him dearly. I wish I had more time to rock with him in Costa Rica. 9 months is all I got. Not enough time with this next guest. The star of the Bet US channel. Please welcome from Escazú, Costa Rica.
Merry Christmas! It's still Christmas, isn't it? Still Christmas. Playoff round, still Christmas. Lights are still up outside. I've got them on along the bottom. Christmas still. This is my Christmas.
It does feel a little bit like that. Flash, it is wonderful to see you. We have set these games up now. Now we sit back and hear from our guests how they are getting paid. We have Rams, Panthers. Now, I know you've got action in 5 games, and this isn't one of them, but I wanted to hear your thoughts on the spot. I know you got Stafford for MVP. That's a big bet for you. Rams, Panthers, take it away.
Yeah, I had to have a big. I had a bag of sand on Drake May, an average of plus 125. Obviously, just gives me a cup of tea of winnings. But obviously, as I said to you all along, all about Stafford getting the MVP. But anyway, listen, that's fish and chip paper now. Nothing anyone can do about it. So Rams, obviously. Look at the total on the road against the team they got beat against 3 weeks ago. The only thing I'm going to have in this game, I'm going to have probably 100 on Williams anytime touchdown and 100 on Corum anytime to run them in. It's just the narrative of Stafford throws from the 1 yard line. Oh, I bet now that the MVP race is over, they run them in. So, and the amount of times that he throws deep and they even get inside the 5 and get brought down inside the 5. Rams for me, wouldn't go against anyone. I think they just do enough. I don't care if they win by 1. I don't care if they win by 50. Just let's get the Rams through. Let's get on to my second one because that may just give the Rams a home field next week.
Yes, let's roll on. So we start with official action in our next spot. And Nasty Nate liking the fish and chip paper, man. You always add to the lexicon of language for us.
But if people don't know, yesterday's papers, basically you go and get fish and chips in England, they wrap it in yesterday's fish and chip paper. So it's no good. It's only good to wrap the fish and chips in. Just for those that have crawled out of a cave and had no idea.
Well, let's roll because we did learn about dogs with multiple genitalia from you as well. So
with 3 balls.
Yeah, no, we're ready to go. Next spot for us here is Packers Bears, Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Bobano gave me a little more confidence to maybe get to the window on the side, and it sounds like you might be doing the very same thing. Take it away, my man.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers because there's many reasons this year. I've not had a great year, to be honest. In fact, I've had a shit year because I've not looked at the narratives and I've kept faith with teams I shouldn't have kept faith with. Look at all the teams that are not even in the playoffs that I actually thought they must come good. Why are the Packers minus 1.5 when the Bears have absolutely pissed their division? Why are the Packers favourites when they're on the road? Now we say it's going to be windy, so that may well take away a little bit. Not windy.
No, weather has changed drastically.
But it's called the Windy City. 25 mile per hour windy is fine.
12 mile per hour winds, no snow
with gusts up to 35.
All of that has changed.
James, don't be pissing on my parade. You asked me for mine, even if it's wrong. Just let me go. I'm going with the Packers because I believe the Packers will run. I think they keep it tight. But why are the books got the Packers favourites? I've got to go with the Lions. I think apart from the first game we just spoke about, every game's near enough a coin flip. Everyone's like a fucking Super Bowl. So let's go with the Packers because I tell you what, the Bears have been celebrating, won the division, celebrating that they wouldn't even dreamed of being here. And then they get done by the Packers. That will put more pins in their balloons than anything. It's different if they go and get beat against someone who's not in their division. But the Packers going into their backyard and doing them, oh, yeah, I've got to be with the Packers. I want the romance of the tears for the Bears.
Do you want the Packers money line at this point? I can get you a minus 130. Or would you rather have the minus 1.5 or 2 at lower vig?
No, yeah, minus 1.5.
All right.
But all these games, I think, are going to have quite a familiar storyline. I think the fourth quarter in the majority of these games is where we're going to get our value.
We can get you the minus 1.5. You know, it is moving quite a bit. I can get you that minus 1.5 at minus 114. It's just moving. Now we just have 2 more. We have a book that just opened up the Packers at minus 2.5 here. Another book that opened them at minus 2 here. We can get you the minus 1.5 for the Packers at minus 114, which leads us into Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida for our next spot. We set up the wind. We set everything up for this game already. So we just need to hear your plan of attack. Bills, Jags, take it away.
Again, I'm going to go. The biggest thing in this whole game is McDermott. If he don't win this game, surely the Bills are going to say, that's enough. You've had enough chances. You run well in races, but you never win. You never win. Poor old Josh Allen. always has to perform. But I think that the Bills against Jacksonville, as Dutchie says, there's levels to this shit. And the Bills have got to put up, shut up. Going on the road, I think weather's going to be great. No excuses. I think that they'll go man-to-man, no zone. I think the Bills will have too much because there's one thing for sure is the Bills will put up points. Now, will Jacksonville, by the way, how good's Lawrence been this year, or even though he's nearly had a weaker schedule as the Patriots, but the Bills have got to, if the Bills don't win this, I expect McDermott to join Harbour and all the others that have gone, McDaniels. I'm sure of it. So how bad do them boys want it? Obviously, you're not thinking about that, but it is just enough to get me over the line. And why are the Jags not -2.5, 3 themselves with the run-up they've had into this game, with probably the 3rd or 4th place in MVP, with their defense causing absolute havoc? I tell you why, because they've played the level below. Josh Allen has to get it done. McDermott, sigh of relief, and we'll have the same conversation if they get beat next week. So it's the Bills for me, just because of the quality.
Bills money line. By the way, you know what, Chicago weather, I just refreshed it again and it has changed again. Now we will have snow showers at kickoff, they say.
Yeah, first quarter, they're saying, aren't they? And up to 29 mile an hour gusts.
No, the wind is now down to 9 mile per hour. So every time I refresh, I'm on the under. I wanted heavy winds.
Yes, stop refreshing then.
Every time I stop refreshing. Okay. Sorry, I'm still
come on, the Bills.
Bills money line. I'm going to line shop for you for the best money line available, which takes us to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Flash, we've already set this one up. 49ers, Eagles. How are you getting paid?
Is that -6? Is that available?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, I'm all over the 49ers -6 just because I'm not sure that the Eagles can be relied upon on offense. Yes, great D, but they've been spluttering. The one thing I think I can put my hat on, and if this total sticks around the 44.5, 45, I'm going to go with the 49ers team total as a bet because I believe the 49ers will score points. Whether it's enough to go and win the game, I'm not so sure. McCaffrey, I think, is going to have his way. I think they're going to have more. I think they shut down Barkley. I really do. I think they go over the top. They fill the box, and there's not 6 points at the end of the game. Now, do I think that the 49ers are going to win? No. But do I think they can? Yeah. Well, whenever there's a margin of 6, normally you're thinking they can't win. Well, I think this is a lot tighter game than 6. So more than happy. I was happy with the 4.5. Now it's gone to 6. I'm even more happy, and I'm going to go with the 49ers team total over as well because I think it blows over this 45.
Team total over here. So we got the +6 at -105. We have the 49ers. Oh, wow. That's a wildly strange line. I'm going to have to line shop because this offshore I'm looking at still with the 21.5, but it's +151. I can get you a better line.
So that means the total should be 48 then, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why it's +151 to the over.
So I had it like team total over 19.
Yeah, I'll find it too. That's just a sharp offshore.
Yeah, I think the 49, and again, with a lot of these games that people, they do or die. They'll win, go down fighting, or you're going home. So with 7 or 8 minutes to go, there might be every drive is a 4-down territory.
No, I love the breakdown as a 49er fan. I'm just very fearful now that Bethune.
Well, you're entitled to be, but the one thing you can be guaranteed that they will score points. This could easily be, I don't know, a 33-28 or 33-31.
Maybe it's that 173-yard 3-point performance, against Seattle that I'm on unders in this game. But look, if it goes your way as a 49er fan, I will be pleased.
Yeah, well, I've got my future on the 49ers to win the Super Bowl, but obviously I wasn't anticipating them being completely banged up. I've got the Rams, the 49ers, and the Bills, with obviously now the 49ers and the Rams being for the same amount. I took them at like 1,600.
I'm going to get a nice team total for you on the 49ers. I'm going to line shop with a couple different books. But let's move on to the next one on the board for you. Chargers, Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Don't anger Nasty Nate.
No, how good are the Patriots, though? Because he has been unbelievable, Superman at the back. But they've been playing in non-league. They've played non-league, and that's fact. But what they've done with the new coach, with all the coaching staff, and obviously the young boy who's running out the back, and Diggs thinking he's 25 again, but you're going up against a legit, happy to come down to the final drive coach and organization. I'm taking the 3.5 with the Chargers all day. If the Patriots go and I don't see the Patriots blowing me out, because the Patriots, I think they'll protect. If they're not going to throw it. They're not going to start throwing the ball around on your first playoff game. Now, the Patriots could well go and win, right? And if they do, great. But you telling me they're going to win by 4? There's just no way. They're going to run the clock. They're going to run the. Vrabel is under as much pressure in this game, not for his job, but just for the sake of getting there and not normally doing it. Drake May, number 2 in the MVP race, been unbelievable. I like, by the way, that just could go off on a tangent. Have you seen the Patriots schedule next year? If they put that win total at 10.5, I'm going under for all the cojones. They're going on under 10. They've got nearly every top side on the road. Unbelievable. Apart from the Jets, obviously, and the Dolphins. Under 10.5, 11. I'm going under. But no, for me, Chargers with the hook. I think it comes down. Really, really tight game, this.
I can get you the Chargers a +4 if you would like at -113, or you could have them +3.5 -104.
Yeah, I want the 3.5. I think 4 is a dead number here. If I get beat by 4, then something's gonna awry. Because I see this down to whoever has the ball last is gonna have the opportunity to win.
You are in business. Chargers +3.5 at -104. Is there anybody in the chat that can find a nice number on the 49ers team total over? I'm looking at a couple books, but could use a little bit of help. Please jump in if you can help.
Let me see if I can do it at the same time.
Texans, Pittsburgh Steelers, the final spot on the board. And look, I mean, I got a terrible line because I bet this on Tuesday, but you're about to hear, we heard from Bobano, and you're about to hear Flash agreeing with this spot. The problem is we're going up against the market. We're going up against the sharps, but you're going to give me more confidence, I believe. Take it away.
It's got to be over. It's just got to be over. You've got a quarterback that wants to throw it. He's got tight ends. He's got Metcalf back. And let's not think that the Texans, I thought both of these sides, team totals, 20s. I think this game starts at 41.5, 42, and it keeps going down. I don't see how, because both of these quarterbacks have the ability to drive and get a touchdown with the last play of the game. I don't. 24-17 gets you home. 24-21, 23-19, anything. I think it goes over 40. I think that both teams are knocking on the door, by the way. And I think Rodgers will throw for a couple of touchdowns as well. So listen, a couple of touchdowns, couple of field goals, then yeah, I'm more than happy to go over. I mean, 39.5 I thought was tight. 38, no, I just cannot go anywhere near the under, because I think the winner's going to need to get the 20-odd points.
I can give you the 37.5 at -115 or the 38 -105.
Yeah, I'll go 37.5 because 38 could hit, couldn't it? You know what I mean?
37.5. That's the same line that Bobano just got. Over 37.5 -115. Chargers
yeah,
21.18.
Interesting.
Chargers +3.5 -104. 49ers +6 at -105. Team total over 19.5 at -110. BOL has -115. 365 is -110. Thank you, Dougie. We have Buffalo Bills money line here. Oh, Jim saying, that over is 109 at 19. Oh, that's a flat 19. Oh, I didn't realize that. Would you like a flat 19 at -115?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. Let's give you that. Thank you.
Yeah, right. And you know what I'm looking at? And this is like really strange and makes me want to be on it even more, is my team total here with one of the bookmakers over 21.5 at +152. They want no action around the 19.5.
That was the line I gave you.
I know, it's always crazy, huh?
It's wild. Buffalo money line at +106. Packers -1.5 -114. Flash, we have missed you dearly. I'm going to pop your X handle here in the chat. Tell us what's going on for you at BetUS this week.
Yeah, we're getting ready for obviously PGA. Champions League returns in 2 weeks' time. Obviously, Premier League as well. Got loads of new offers. I'm working now with the wagering department to give more specials like money backs for bad beats that I feel as if people should be doing in many sports. So I'm just working on some golf bad beats at this moment. But listen, mate, have a great weekend. Maybe I look forward to coming on next week, but we want the Bills progressing, the 49ers progressing, the Rams progressing, and the MVP.
Oh, I love it. There he is, our guy, Flash, of course, a Premier League star, and now a hell of a capper down at BetUS. Thank you for joining us. We go from Escazú, Costa Rica, all the way up to the shores of Nova Scotia, Canada, for our next guest. We just awarded the $1,000 bonus split between two cappers for Harbor Acres Cottages Perfect Week bonus. They went to Luke Burrow and to Timothy Earl, two great friends of the channel. And it was so much fun to have Harbor Acres Cottages involved in our contest. And the star of Harbor Acres Cottages has been rocking with us all year long, both on our NFL pop-up and our live streams. And he's been very strong. Very, very strong. Right now, he needs a nice little playoff push to launch himself back into the top 5. He's been in the top 10 for most of the year, currently ranked 9th out of 33 cappers here. Please welcome our guy, Salty Pete, to the show. Salty Pete, what's good, man? How are you?
Jimmy, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for, wow, what an amazing intro. I was starting to wonder who you were talking about.
Pete. I track you very closely, my friend, both on live streams and here. That's the reason why you keep getting invited. We
it's
bring
not my winning
personality
or anything. No.
There's a lot of volatility.
It's up and down, as they would say.
Yes, they will say that. And so we have great cappers who just aren't having the kind of season that we're used to. Next year they'll have big seasons. It's just, that's the way it works. But you have been a model of consistency here, Salty Pete. If I look at your performance here from week 12 through week 18, your worst performance was 2 and 3. You've been well, like I said, model consistency. You also go after plus money spots.
Plus money is a look I always like to try and hook onto there. Get on that money.
Let's see what you got your hooks locked into here right now, because we get started with Salty Pete with Rams Panthers. You already set this one up, Pete. What's the plan?
Yeah, Rams Panthers. Well, everyone's spoken about the previous meeting. Everyone's spoken about the fact that Carolina should not be even in the playoffs. If you were looking at it being kind of a college situation where teams were ranked not. Anyway, we've heard it all. I think the Rams are the better squad. I think they have the better coach, the better quarterback, the more experience. PFF currently has the Rams as the best defense in the league. I know we're talking about Denver and Houston, but the Rams are rated the best defense in the league right now, according to PFF. And so I just think they're going to come prepared in this one, especially now that it's a playoff game. The last one was a non-divisional game, kind of like going to overlook it a bit from a consideration from the Rams. And the Panthers, my good, they're blown away that they won that game, and they're feeling pretty high and mighty on themselves, I think, and feeling the confidence that they can get a win in this one as well. I don't think they can. I think the Rams are going to come out hard and strong, and by the first half, it's going to be done. Rams first half team total over 16.5. I took that at plus 110.
Plus 110 under the key number of 17, which makes a lot of sense here. We have the Rams first half team total over 16.5 at plus 110 for our guy Salty Pete, which takes us to tonight's game at Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. We have a bunch of our friends that will be there live in what's becoming nicer conditions. Take it away for us, my man. Packers, Bears.
It's Chicago in January. I don't know how nice the conditions are going to be. Now, that being said, they are facing a divisional Green Bay squad that also plays in horrific weather conditions. Chicago, to me, is the better team. Green Bay, I think, is going to have a little rust after resting. I think there's a better coach right now with Chicago. He's certainly more secure than the Green Bay coach. I took Chicago on the money line. I took them at plus 105 is what I got them at on the money. So I'm not sure if that's improved or moved at all, but that was the look I had on this game. I just think whether or not there's weather, I think Chicago has a good opportunity to keep the ball on the ground and run and time of possession. They know who they're facing in Green Bay. And I think that with the elite coaching that we've seen coming out of Chicago, I think they're going to be well prepped for this game. I like the money line for Chicago here,
which is now plus 117.
Ooh.
The Bears money line. There are 2.5s on the board here as well. So this line is just moving and moving and moving.
Money's obviously coming in on Green Bay. Everyone's liking. I'm not 100% sure why, other than, you know, like, I'm not 100% sure why, based on the performance of both these squads in the last 4 to 6 weeks. So anyway,
same here. I'm just flummoxed. I don't.
One would be in such a situation.
Yeah, it's wild. 4 straight losses in Soldier Field without Micah Parsons. But we have Salty Pete on the Bears money line at plus 117. He's on the Rams first half team total over 60.5 at plus 110. Let's roll on to the next spot on the board here for us, and that is Sunday action, AFC wildcard action in Jacksonville, Florida. Take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy. This is the game that I kind of spent most of my time having to look at because I think there's a lot at stake here for both of these squads. I completely agree with the take that if Buffalo loses this game, McDermott's done. I really think that, because that's what it points to. So just a quick breakdown for me on this was that
we might have just lost our guy, Salty. Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I cut out there. I'm sorry.
No worries. You're back in business, buddy.
So I was just saying, Buff offense and a really elite special team squad that might get Buffalo into field position where they have a chance running the ball against this Jacksonville squad that's maybe C+ on the run defense. But you look at the other side of it, and Buffalo is horrible in pass coverage. Their run defense is atrocious, and the tackling is non-existent. So Jacksonville is really good with the pass and the run. Buffalo's only going to be able to run here. I don't see them having any success passing in this game. I looked at Ty Johnson briefly. I crossed that out. I took 2 player props in this one, Jimmy. I took Etienne longest rush over 20 yards at plus 195. I don't see any reason with the Bills' rush defense why there couldn't be, of his maybe 12 to 17 touches, he couldn't get away for 20 yards on one of them. So Etienne over 20 yards plus 195. And then our guy Tootin. I like Tootin. He's a good player. I took him longest rush over 10 yards at plus 170. Given the choice between pass and run, I think Jacksonville, if they do manage to get ahead a bit in this one, will keep the ball on the ground. They certainly have the squad to do it, and I don't think there's much that Buffalo can do to stop them if they get into a situation like that. Etienne will get tired. Tootin will get a few touches. I like his longest rush opportunity there at over 10 yards plus 170.
You are in business. So Etienne longest rush 20 plus at plus 195. Tootin longest rush at 10 plus at plus 170. We are making moves here, which takes us to the link in Philly. Niners, Eagles. Salty Pete, your plan?
Yeah, I wanted to move on Philly at the 4, and I wanted to move on him again at the 4 and at 4 with an extra juice, and then 4.5. Now that it's at 6. I actually can't give out a play on this game. I don't think there's enough value to take San Fran in this spot unless it's over a touchdown, and I think Philly's getting right here. So I'm at this 6 number. I'm off on this game.
Which takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts. We have had Nasty Nate getting angrier and angrier, or maybe not angrier, but pointing and laughing at all of us schmucks, all of us chumps on the Chargers, Salty Pete. What side of the fence are you on? Because I prefer to be on whatever side Nasty Nate's on. He protects us, but he's upset. What side are you on?
Well, I don't think he'll be upset with me because I'm with him. I don't see the Chargers coming out to New England and taking. The hook is what held me off a side here, so I moved on this game a little differently. But I do think New England pulls off the win for a bunch of reasons that everyone's probably already mentioned. But I think key in this is the Chargers O-line. So, going into New England, Vrabel. I mean, we're talking about Mike Vrabel here. He's going to be mindful of that O-line and probably be sketching up some pretty interesting plays, especially in a cold New England venue. So I took New England and I teased them with Houston. I actually did a crossing zero teaser. I got Houston plus 3.5, New England plus 3. And I got that at whatever, minus 118 or minus 120 or whatever the standard.
Minus 120, yeah.
Minus 120 usually, I guess. On a 6.5 point. So those are my looks, Jimmy. That's it for this one. I think a lot of these games, some of them might be low scoring, but I think a lot of these games are going to be entertaining as hell. Not just based on the play on the field, but also the underlying stories behind each of these squads and how they've come together and what they've and how. I think it's going to be a really great Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night even. So,
I love capping with you, Pete, my friend. Patriots plus 3 and Houston plus 3.5 at minus 120. Then we have Etienne longest rush 20 plus at plus 195. Tootin longest rush at plus 170. We have the Bears money line at plus 117. Rams first half team total over 16.5 at plus 110. A lot of plus signs beside our guy Salty Pete's action, and he is also in our confidence pool. A big part of our confidence pool. Join us right now. You still have an hour and 18 minutes to sign up. Lots of time to sign up for our confidence pool. It's just straight up. You get 13 slots. Your most confident pick, it would be your 13. You can only use each number once, and you get the points that you accumulate. So if your 13 wins, there's 13 points for you. If your one spot hits, that's 1 point for you. You can only use each spot once. Please sign up for our confidence pool. The pool is growing, but we need
there's
more.
There's a lot of interest, a lot of excitement around the pool there, Jimmy. So if you guys take a minute and just hop on over to the PSR website, get signed up here before kickoff. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We got 13 games ahead of us, and let's just check out what everyone's confidence levels are, because these games are going to be a whole lot of fun.
Oh, they sure are, Pete. It's a lot of fun capping with you, my friend. There's our guy, Salty Pete, my man, Salty Pete. I'm putting his X handle here in the chat. A great friend of the channel. Please support our guy, Salty Pete. We head from Nova Scotia, and we go all the way down to South Jersey here for our next guest. Please welcome one of the stars of the Locker Room Talk podcast, which we are all just champing for it to get back in business. We miss it. We miss the UFC very much, and it's not too far away. Also, the basketball expert on the Peter Loshak Show on Tuesdays and Betting with the Bag on Thursdays. Please welcome Billy Brisbane to the show. Brizzy, what's good, man? How are you?
Oh, man, not in the normal, usual spot, so we're going to try to rapid fire through this card real quick. Sunday night stuff and the Monday night stuff will be in the Discord.
I love it. Coin, last I looked, we were at 26 confidence pool entries here. Last I looked. So, 2,600 in. If there's 26, only the top 2 get paid. So we're going to be seeing here shortly, but we need more. I want 50. I want $5,000 in there. So please sign up, please, for the confidence pool. Brizzy, let's get started. Rams, Panthers, first spot on the board. Take it away.
Yeah, there's a waterfall in the same exact room, so I don't know if that's messing up the sound, but 2-leg parlay here. I would play this one specifically at FanDuel. FanDuel has a 50% wild card profit boost. that you can use on damn near, I mean, anything that isn't like crazy chalky. So I did Rams, Philadelphia Eagles, got minus 109 on the 2-leg parlay. I feel like that's the community parlay for everybody here this weekend.
Yeah, and that's a nice number that you got, minus 109 on Rams. Eagles.
Yeah, I would play that at FanDuel. Specifically, FanDuel has 50% wild card profit boost token that you can use this weekend. So I used it on that 2-legger.
Rams, Eagles here. We don't use the boosts for our official action for tracking purposes. So right now, though, let's just see what that Rams Eagles would look like at a nice sharp book. That it's around the minus 151 here. I got minus 145, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the minus 151 either. It's.
I think anything below minus 160, I think it's a go for this 2-legger here.
I agree. Rams, Eagles, minus 151 for Brizzy, which takes us to Soldier Field in Chicago. Your plan of attack.
Yeah, this is the same game parlay here. Jordan Love over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Jaden Reed anytime touchdown, and Jaden Reed 3+ catches. That's plus 400. And we're on Jordan Love over 225 passing yards. That's minus 110. He's rested, healthy, ready to go. Had 234 passing yards versus Chicago in his lone meeting. He's going over this number 8 out of his last 14 starts. And mainly the weather's opening up a lot in this game. I thought this game was going to be shitty for weather, but this is I was saying this to Big Show this morning. I think this is the one game that people bet the under on early in the week, but I actually think this might be one of the highest scoring games of the weekend.
There are a couple cappers who have said that as well. Not here live on the show, but I've heard that, people expecting now points here at Soldier Field. Let's go over this action again. It was Love, 2 passing touchdowns. Reed, anytime touchdown. Reed, 3+ receptions, and that was at plus 400. And then you had Jordan Love over what number?
225 plus passing yards at minus 110. You got to emphasize the plus part because the Dante Moore player prop from a couple of weeks ago had some chirper guy come at me on Twitter like, there ain't no 225 out there in the land. And I told him, well, you can play it up to 235. And he ended up at 234 on the dot. So you got to emphasize 225 plus. If you don't have a sports book that doesn't have it, you probably shouldn't be betting that kind of stuff.
You are in business here. We have Brizzy joining us, and we had the Sunday action, Jacksonville, Florida, Everbank Stadium. Your plan of attack.
Yeah, this is my biggest bet of the card this weekend. Josh Allen over 7.5 rush attempts, minus 130. He's gone over his rush attempts in each of his last 6 playoff games. And I think there's multiple game script scenarios that this could hit, but I'll just get to the stuff that really matters. Even let's say worst case scenario, which probably wouldn't be the worst case, the Bills are up late in this game. You know, the kneels count as part of the rush attempts as well. So I think there's a couple of different ways we could hit this. And I haven't played too many rush attempt props from quarterbacks too far this season, but I think this is the time of the year to start pulling it out of your pocket.
What was the number?
Minus 130.
And how many attempts was it?
7.5 rush attempts, going over each of his last 6 playoff games. I think this is lucky number 7 here.
Over 7.5 rush attempts, minus 130 for Josh Allen here in this one. Let's roll to your next spot on the board. We head to your team's field, the Link in Philadelphia. What's your plan of attack?
This one's a same game parlay. I do have to place this ticket though. I'm going to go Eagles money line and an all under. It's going to be a 7.5 point parlay, but I got to go. Make sure you guys check out the Discord. This is going to be something that's going to be posted in the Discord. I'm not in front of my computer in the normal setup spot, as you can tell. I mean, we're in a fucking random ass room, but yeah, this one's going to be posted in Discord, but this is going to be a same game parlay, the Eagles and the under.
And from the 43.5, how high you want to go up?
It's more of the money line part that I need to figure out. I just got to shop around on what sports books are going to have the best odds for the Eagles money line, and then I'll alt around the under. But I was thinking around 53.5 was the number that I would like to ideally get behind for an under here.
I can tell you right now, I could get you an Eagles money line in the under 50.5 at -102.
That's good with me.
Okay.
Let me check this on FanDuel real quick. See,
Okay,
this
I'm
is
gonna write
the one thing I didn't
now.
like.
Eagles
Yeah,
in the
that's a
under.
better number than what I'm getting. I'm getting -119 on FanDuel.
Eagles money line in the under 50.5. This is available offshore right now at -102 for Billy Brisbane. Takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Chargers, Patriots. What's the plan here?
Oh, I'm licking my chops at this game. This is just the appetizers to the main meal, though. Stephon Diggs over 4.5 catches and anytime touchdown +180. I don't know if you guys we're gonna keep the stats out of it. You can Google any fucking stat that you want. You can look up whatever stat that you want. You can look up for a stat that makes it sound like a really good play, or you can look up a stat that can be on the other side. But there's one thing that's factual: that domestic violence situation won't have to appear in court until after the Super Bowl. So I think he's locked in, ready to go. No worries from the outside news. A little Cardi B at night. He's about to dance in the end zone in this game.
What is the line? Anytime touchdown and how many catches?
4.5 catches was -144, and then the anytime touchdown was +180. And the 144 is on FanDuel specifically. I would have to odd shop around to get a better number, but the situation that I'm currently in right now, FanDuel's the only sports book that I have access to.
You are in business here. Diggs anytime touchdown +180, over 4.5 receptions at -134, which takes us then here to our next spot on the board, our final spot on the board, our Monday night live stream. Take it away. What is your plan of attack for Texans Steelers?
This was the hardest game on the card for me. I feel like I've been on the wrong side of Pittsburgh too many times. But damn if I do, damn if I don't. I'm just going to go Nico Collins anytime touchdown here at +150. But sidewise, don't be surprised if you see me in Discord send out that I'm on the Texans.
Well, sorry, we just a quick scheduling change here. Let me just put that text out. Yeah, I mean, this line's moving pretty quickly towards the Pittsburgh Steelers here, but I can understand wanting to get in the way of it. The Nico Collins anytime touchdown with +150.
+150 for Nico. I think Nico can find the back of the end zone, or I should say, if the Texans want to win this game, they better throw the ball to Nico Collins.
You are in business, Brizzy. Let's bring on, or before, sorry, let's roll over our guy Brizzy's action. Nico Collins, anytime touchdown +150. Stephon Diggs, anytime touchdown +180. Over 4.5 receptions at -134. We have an Eagles money line under 50.5 SGP at -102. Allen over 7.5 rush attempts -130. Jordan Love over 225 passing yards -110. Love 2 passing touchdowns. Reed anytime touchdown. Reed 3+ receptions at +400. SGP and Rams Eagles money line parlay at -151. Brizzy, thank you for making time for us today, man. I know you got a busy schedule, so thank you for rocking with us. I'm gonna pop your X handle here in the chat. Any last words for the Cappers supporting the show?
Yeah, tennis finals tonight. 4 different finals. ADT Brisbane, WTA Brisbane. I don't know if you guys been to Discord, but I've been sending notes and the plays out there. Got hot this last couple of days. And we are sweating a Daniel Medvedev to win the ADT Brisbane tournament set in the Discord. So if you're a silver and gold member, make sure you check out that tennis section in the Discord.
I love it. There he is, our guy, Billy Brisbane. We are going to change the schedule around slightly, Jose. Our next guest, currently ranked 2nd out of 33 cappers this season in NFL Pub Hub. The highest ROI of any capper on NFL Pub Hub, 34-16 plus 16.88 units. In his last 2 shows with us, he's gone 17-4 plus that is plus 12.52 units. That's what he has done. Absolutely smash and grabbing the NFL slate. Let's see what he has in store for us right now. Please welcome our guy, TJ, in the house. TJ, what's good, man? How are you?
Hey, how's it going? I'm glad you brought me on early because I just got a knock on the door 5 minutes ago. You're not going to believe this. Some construction worker guys, they're like, hey, a power line, we got work to do. the power is out at my house right now. So I'm on my phone hotspot. I got like an hour left on my laptop, and they're like, yeah, you're not gonna have power probably till tomorrow morning. So I gotta go now. I gotta go to the bar for way longer than I planned on today. Rough times, but we'll get through it.
That sounds pretty nice, actually.
Yeah,
Pretty nice, actually. Pretty nice here. Let's.
So yeah, get in the contest, guys. We got not much time left. Let's get that thing up. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have an hour and 5 minutes still. An hour and 5 minutes to sign up for our NFL playoff confidence pool right here. Tickets and brackets are live. Sign up. It's really easy to sign up. Really easy to get your picks in. It's a very simple process. So if you're like, oh, I only have an hour, it's more than enough time. Let's roll, TJ. We start with Rams Panthers. This game kicks off in an hour and 5 minutes. Your plan of attack.
Yeah, and Jimmy, you're going to have to get those hands going because I got a lot of action to give out today. I put some on Twitter, so I'm going to run through this quick here. We're going to start with some player props in this one.
Sure.
We're going to start with Bryce Young here. Rams. All right, Rams against quarterbacks. They actually do well holding them, rushing the ball. So 3.2 attempts per game against by quarterbacks against the Rams for only an average of 15 yards. That's very good, sixth best in football. However, the Rams have not faced many mobile quarterbacks this season. And it's also the playoffs, right? So those long third downs, those short fourth downs, we're going to see Young giving up his body a little bit to run. And last time he faced the Rams, obviously he ran for 5 times for 23 yards. In his last 5 games, 5 rushing attempts, 7, 4, 9. Only 2 last week against Tampa, but 23 yards, 49 yards, 20 yards, 27 yards, and then last week was -1. But he's been running the ball a lot more. So over 3.5 carries, -109. That's a DK. That was tweeted out earlier. And then over 16.5 rush yards at -110 MGM. Got those two?
Yep.
All right, so moving on to the next 2 props. These are going to be Corum, carries, and rush yards. So just real quick, run blocking, Rams offensive line, absolutely excellent. You can call them number 1, number 2, maybe number 3 in football. Carolina defensive line, bottom 5 in football against the run. We can just say, combining 3 or 4 factors. I don't use PFF. I use different grades, so I don't know if PFF has them ranked. But at home, the Rams allow the 4th most rush yards per game at home at 129, 10th most overall. So actually on the road, they're decent against the rush, but at home, they're giving up more. Rams right now in the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season are playing more of a balanced backfield between Williams and Corum. I think they go to him at least 10 times, probably 12 to 13. So over 9.5 carries for Corum, -101. Over 43.5 rush yards, -110. Those are my 4 props in the Rams-Carolina game. I do have a 10-point teaser that I'm adding to my action. I did put out 2-point teasers or 2 10-point teasers a couple days ago on Twitter. On X. I'll go through those last, but this one I'm going to add, Jimmy. So when you're ready,
I'm ready.
It's going to be Rams -0.5 point, Carolina up to 20.5. So I'm expecting this to be a 20-point game, somewhere in that range, and Green Bay Chicago over 35.5.
Green Bay Chicago over 35.5. Rams -0.5, Carolina plus 20.5, Green Bay Chicago over 35.5.
Yep.
And that's at -120?
Correct.
-120. And then we have Corum over 9.5 rush attempts and the over 43.5 rush yards. Bryce Young over 3.5 rush attempts, -109, and the over 16.5 rush yards. The attempts for Corum -101. And the yards are -110. You are in business. Firing at Rams, Panthers. Let's roll on. Is that everything in that one?
That's everything. And I don't have anything else in Green Bay, Chicago, other than that 10-point tease on the total. So we can just skip over that game. Go right to the
let's do exactly that and head to Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida.
All right. You guys can call me Joe Public on this one, but I've been on the Jags all season. Just to hit a few points here. Jags, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight covers. 13 winners and covers on the season. They did push one that they won. I know we're going to get into strength of schedule here. I know people are going to be talking about that. I believe if the jerseys were switched in this game, it would be a -3.5, -4 on the home team here. If you look over the last 6 weeks since Lawrence has gotten Myers, this is a different quarterback, man. This offense is just clicking. He opens up all the receivers. He opens up the running lane for Trevor Lawrence. He opens up the run game for Etienne and Tootin. You look at QBs versus the Jags. They've only had 3 QBs go over a 90 passer rating on the season. Yes, they haven't faced the greatest quarterbacks, but they held Purdy, they held Mahomes, they've held Herbert to a terrible game. They've held these guys in check. Trevor Lawrence against the 2 high safety, a rating over 100. The Bills play that the second most in football at a 58% frequency. You look at Josh Allen against the Jags defense. They're number 1 against the short pass, number 2 against the medium pass, number 3 against the deep pass. So all 3 aspects of the passing game, this Jags defense has been stepping up. They've been doing it early in the season, middle of the season, late in the season. And then the Bills defense against the medium pass was exactly where Jacoby Myers has opened this team up, 26th in football. Trevor Lawrence throws that medium pass the most in football. All right, so I'm going to take the Jags first half at a pick 'em. I'll just take whatever the best line is available. I did not tweet these out.
Okay.
So let me look at the lines right now with you.
So that's
First half.
First half. See what I can.
Pick 'em. I see -118.
I can first half Jags. Wow, -118 is better than what I'm looking at.
That's at BOL.
Well, it's a good sign because a very sharp book is at -127. So I'll keep looking for that.
Okay,
Here.
we'll take that. I want a Jags double result, and if anybody can look that up for us while we're going. That's just kind of doubling up on that first half. I'm not going to take Jags full game because I can get a better number on the double result than just going first half full game. And if they lose, I think they get the first half and lose it in the second half. So I could go 1-1 on that. And if I go 2-0, I make more money by taking the double result. I have not bet that yet. I think the number gets better, but for the purposes of PubHub, we got to give it out now.
Plus 200.
So I'll take that. Jags double result plus 200. I'm going to write that down.
Okay.
I'm going to take the full game over. I think we get a high scoring game here. Again, I know this is Joe Public on this one, but I'm okay with that. Joe Public sides I've been on have been all right. So 51.5 -110 looks like it's pretty available.
Yeah, I get it -108. And
That's
let
fine.
me just check one other thing here. So I think I might be able to beat that by a little bit more if I do the -107.
All right.
Okay. All right, you're in business?
And then I'm going to Trevi, anytime TD. I don't bet these very often. The Bills have allowed the 3rd most run yards per game to any 2 quarterbacks this season. They've allowed 4 TDs on the season to quarterbacks. Trevi's ran for 4 touchdowns in the last 4 games. They're just running him a lot in these situations. He's starting to look for it. Defenses simply can't cover all the weapons right now for the Jags, and it's just leaving him running lanes, and he's taking them. And it's a huge total. I think we can get to 60 in this game. That means four touchdowns for the Jags here, and I think Trevi can get one. So I just looked at this number. I only looked at 2 books. I saw plus 180. Chat, if you don't mind looking for a better number right now while we keep rolling, so Jimmy doesn't have to get tied up, we can roll into the next game.
Let's do that, but I wonder if I could quickly get it here. Yeah, that's not a very good number there, plus 175. And then here, that number is quickly, here we go. That number is, wow. Oh, it's no, sorry, I'm tripping. Yeah, not very good numbers here, plus 175, plus 171.
So plus 180 is a DK.
Okay, well, let's use that for now.
Put me down for that. And then I'm not touching. I have a bet on the Chargers plus 4. That's gone, so I'm not going to give anything out. I do think that Chargers actually have a better chance in this game on the road at New England than if this game was in LA. I think New England would have a better chance in LA. I know a lot's being made of this West Coast team going out to New England. I think the Chargers are actually better built for that. So I don't mind getting the 3 in the hook. I think this could close at 3, but I'm not going to give this out as one of my official plays. So we can
still get. I could bet the plus 4 at -113 right this very second.
Oh, you can get that right now?
Yeah, and the -112 was available, so it's only moved a cent since Bobano gave out the -112.
Let's do it. Plus 4 -113. I'll take it. I could see this as a field goal game, and I'd rather take the dog.
Chargers +4, -113 here for our guy TJ. Anything else at Gillette Stadium before we head to Pittsburgh?
Now let's get to the last one.
Here we go. Texans, Steelers, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You have been cashing on the Steelers. The work that you did against the Ravens was extremely impressive. Took the 10.5. You kept hammering them live. What is your plan for this final spot?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into a full X and O breakdown on this game. You hit on it. Pittsburgh's been playing playoff games for over a month, right? I would rather back Tomlin and Rodgers anytime at home at night over Stroud and DeMeco Ryans. I take them 100 out of 100 times. Personally, I did get the hook earlier in the week. I really like that, but I have no problem with the 3 here. Like if you've been listening to me, I've been backing the Steelers, saying they've been undervalued. Sure, I give it to you guys. They did get lucky with the loot miss last week, but regardless, they still covered that opening line even if he made it. Look at that Detroit game. There's no way Pittsburgh can win that game, right? Going into that Detroit game, everybody was on Detroit. Aaron Rodgers, man, I know people hate him. This guy came to this team to get to the playoffs and to win. So all the hype against Pittsburgh, Houston going in there at night, this is going to be a hostile environment. You're telling me they're 3 points, but you're telling me they're 5.5 points better than Pittsburgh? No. Give me Pittsburgh in this one. 3 points. I might sprinkle money line. Purpose of this show, I'll take the +3 at whatever number we can get.
Let's get that for you right now. Going back to the Steelers, well, that has been so glorious for you here. The Steelers here can get that. Wow, it's still just moving and moving. +3 at -109.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be 2.5.
It's just moving so quickly there. Shout out to our guy Kyle Hintley in the house with a 9.99. Dono says Pats win. He's got a monster bet here on the Pats. Kyle doesn't mess around, and he's 18-2. The Patriots are 18-2 when he attends games, and he will be there.
And then Jimmy, I got to give you those 2 teasers I tweeted out.
Yes.
2 10-point teasers. So this was before the Philly line moved. So I have Philly. Well, I guess it was at 5.5. So I have Philly +4.5.
Yep.
Chargers, New England over 35.5.
Okay.
Houston, Pitt under 48.5.
Okay, that is in business.
That's the first one. The second one, Jacksonville +11.5.
Okay.
San Fran, Philly under 54.5.
Okay.
And Pittsburgh +13.
Those all make a lot of sense. So let's review TJ's action here. We have Jacksonville +11.5, San Francisco, Philly under 54.5, Pittsburgh +13. That's at -120. Philadelphia +4.5, Chargers, Patriots over 35.5, Houston, Pittsburgh under 48.5 in business there. Steelers +3 at -109, Chargers +4 at -113. Jags first half -118, Jags double result +200, full game over 51.5 -107, and Trevor Lawrence anytime touchdown at +180. Then we have Bryce Young over 3.5 rush attempts -109 and over 16.5 rush yards -110. Blake Corum over 9.5 rush attempts at -101 and the over 43.5 -110. His teaser, 10-point teaser in the game that's popping off here shortly is Rams -0.5, Carolina +20.5, and Green Bay Chicago over 35.5 -120. You are in a business, TJ. Thank you for all of your time and energy and angles. Thank you for making this work despite losing the Wi-Fi, losing the internet. Have a great time watching these games, man. I wish we were all watching together, but we will be live watching them tomorrow night. Our Sunday night live stream in business, our Monday night live stream in business. We just had Nasty Nate sign up for the confidence pool. TJ's in that confidence pool, competing with myself, Peter Loshak, and Salty Pete, and many others. Thank you for being a part of that and being a part of this, my man. There's TJ's X handle. Hit that link and support our guy TJ. TJ, my man, any last words for the Cappers?
Yeah, if you're gonna bet $500 this weekend, throw 100 in the confidence pool and just bet 400. You know, it gets you through the whole playoffs. So and it's a much bigger payout. So and you get to hang with us. Love you guys, man. Enjoy the rest of the show. Let's get that money. Thank you.
There he is, TJ in the house. There's his X handle here. Hit that link. Support our guy, TJ. We go from the east to the west. We head to California for our next guest, one of the stars of the Locker Room Talk podcast that we're all so excited to have back in business. He will also be rolling with Betting with the Bag as we move forward through the hockey season, because the player prop market is one that he excels at. Please welcome our guy, Money Mills, in the house. What's good, man? How are you?
Man, welcome, man. Pub Sports Radio, Pub Hub, man. We've been doing this for a while now, man. So appreciate everybody that's just now watching, man. Shout out to Jimmy in the chat.
It is great to have you. Yes, season 5 of NFL Pub Hub right here. And we get started with our first game popping off in less than an hour. 5-0, 50 minutes for Rams Panthers. What's your plan of attack?
Let's get it, man. No brainer in this game. I'm taking the best wide receiver playing on Saturday, not in the game. Puka Nacua, over 7 receptions. Now, when you look at how he adds up, first all season and receptions, nobody has more than him. Now, second in yards. That chemistry since a rookie made them boot Cooper Kupp out of there quicker than quick. I ain't talking about Nestle quick, by the way. I like Puka Nacua to go over 7.5 receptions. I got it at plus 121 on Pinnacle. That's the first player prop I like in today's game. Next, I'm going to be looking at that Bills and Jaguars, man.
Let's roll into Bills Jaguars, the next spot on the Money Mills train. Bills Jaguars, Everbank Stadium. Your Jaguars have skyrocketed this season. Who would have thunk they'd be hosting a playoff game in round 1 against the Bills and be the favorite? Take it away, your plan of attack.
Duval. Man, it's been a long time coming, man. And, you guys know me, man. We did a live stream, I think 2 years ago, Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Chargers. It was like 27-3 at halftime. My Jaguars came back and won, man. So in this game, now when you look at it, the last 10 times these teams played, it kind of equal even. 5 games, 1 on each side. But I remember us beating the Bills way more frequently in the last 3 years than any other team. With that being said, how y'all going to play it? I don't know, man. I don't know what side to really hop on. When I hear everybody talking about my Jaguars, and this is from years previous, that's when I hop off. The year that we went 12-4, the next year, yeah, everybody's talking about the Jaguars, David Garrard, MJD. Man, we canned it again. So if I'm really being honest and brutal, I would probably be looking at the Bills, to win the game. But the player prop market is where I'm attacking it at. Give me Khalil Shakir, over 4.5 receptions, 72 receptions on the year, 4 or more in his last couple of games played. Now, when you look at it, they ain't got nobody else to really throw the ball to. Keon Coleman hasn't showed up since he got drafted. They got 2 tight ends that they rely on. The other one really hasn't even, broke out like that. James Cook, he's a little sneaky guy that can get some receptions too. But Khalil Shakir, to me, that got to be the number 1 target for the Bills offense to get going. Now, when you look at the offense on the other side, Jacoby Myers, oh, wow. What a signing, man. 4.5 receptions, 24 receptions in his last 5 games. Ever since he came to the Jaguars, TJ said it, hit it on point, man. He's been what we needed out there. Already got his contract extension out there too. His reception prop is right around 4.5. You got Brian Thomas Jr. out there. He's only getting about 3 receptions per game. Our number 1 receiver came out of nowhere, Parker Washington, but he's like that slot type of guy. Jacoby Myers is the guy that you paid for and made the trade for. I think he's going to be the guy to get us paid when you look at the prop market on that side. Now, my boy TJ gave out Trevor Lawrence. I was giving out that prop when he was like 260 plus 300 for touchdowns. The books caught on this week. Plus 160, plus 178. Ain't getting my money today, man. He's probably going to get in the end zone. But the guy that I really trust to get in the end zone is going to be Josh Allen. It's minus 110. I think he's going to be able to go out and get to that end zone at least 1 or 2 times. And my last touchdown prop in that game is going to be James Cook, man. He has 12 touchdowns on the year. Minus 145 on the prop market for that game.
Cook anytime touchdown here, minus 145. Allen anytime touchdown, minus 110. Excuse me. What was Shakir over 4.5 receptions? What was the VIG?
I got that at minus 115.
Minus 115. And what was it for Myers over 4.5 receptions?
Minus 115 as well.
Excuse me. Minus 115 as well. In business, Shakir over 4.5 receptions, Myers over 4.5 receptions, Allen anytime touchdown, Cook anytime touchdown. Where are you looking next? Do we move to the link in Philly?
Yeah, man. Let's get to Philly, man.
Let's get to Philly, man. 49ers, Eagles. How is Money Mills getting paid?
Man, so last game, we see something that we haven't seen from the 49ers in a long time. And that was Christian McCaffrey not getting in a goddamn end zone. So in this game, it's only minus 135 at the market. I'm playing that, and I think that's the way to get paid in this game. He has 10 touchdowns on the year. You guys already know he can catch it out the backfield. He can run it in. Now, when you got Brock Purdy down there, he's also a guy that can get you a running touchdown as well. So if you guys are listening and learning, that's also how you can be earning. I ain't giving it out as an official play, but I'm definitely playing it. Now, A.J. Brown, 5 receptions. That's where my money's at, man. I got it earlier on in the week at plus 105. You can still get it at minus 115. I'm okay with either of those lines. A.J. Brown is actually the second leading receiver on this team. Devontae Smith already passed him by a couple of receptions. But when you need a play to happen, who you going to go for? A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith? It's going to be A.J. Brown in this one, man. You cannot go out there and get eliminated. Watch this. The first week of the playoffs and have A.J. Brown with 3 receptions. Have A.J. Brown with like 42 yards over there reading books on the sidelines. No. With that being said, give me A.J. Brown over 5 receptions and CMC anytime touchdown. And my last player prop, man, it's going to be in the Patriots game, man. Them good old Patriots taking on the Los Angeles Chargers, man. And I just got to say it, man. I think the Patriots, if anybody has a ticket on them to go to the Super Bowl, I think your guys' money is in the right spot. It just looks like, man, that's the team that's not blinking. You know what I mean? Some teams are going on win streaks. My Jaguars, 6-7 game win streak. I really can't believe it, though. You know what I mean? So on that, the proof is in the pudding, I think, for New England to get all the way there. With that being said, Trayvon Henderson, anytime touchdown, plus 113. Meet me at the books. 9 touchdowns on the year. Former Ohio State running back, really showing them, man, how to run the rock out there. So I'm taking Trayvon Henderson, anytime touchdown at plus 113.
Plus 113 for Henderson, anytime touchdown. The A.J. Brown reception prop, that was a flat 5?
Yes, flat 5.
Flat 5. We got our guy Millsy getting it at plus 105. Available right now, minus 115.
No. Correct. My bad. 5.5. It's 5.5.
Oh, 5.5. Okay.
Yeah.
5.5. We have a CMC anytime touchdown minus 135. Then we have Cook anytime touchdown minus 145. Allen anytime touchdown minus 110. Myers over 4.5 receptions minus 115. Shakir over 4.5 receptions minus 115. It is Redbeard, my man. Great to see Sancho in the house. Razor sharp picks in the house. Then we have Puka Nacua over 7.5 receptions at plus 121. Nasty Nate just took him anytime touchdown at minus 104, along with Stafford interception at plus 104 for Nasty Nate. I love it. Thank you so much for making time for us. Money.
Hey, Jimmy, out of all those props, if you could get to the window with one, what's the one that you would get out of?
Josh Allen anytime touchdown.
There you go. You heard it here first, man. Co-signed by Jimmy the Bag on the corner of Mills Ave. Shout out to the chat. All we do is cash. NFL Pub Hub. Another successful season. Shout out to Jose and all the producers behind the stage. And shout out to everybody out there giving those donos in the chat. Let's get it.
There he is, our guy, Money Mills. I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll bet. I won't put out on X anything as my pick or anything like that. But I'll put my money where my mouth is. And I'll bet Josh Allen anytime touchdown. We are in business here. We have our next guest about to join us shortly. That is Dutch Boy Fresh. Let me just let him. We are ready for you. We are usually behind at this point, but we did have a cancellation. So we have Dutch Boy Fresh about to join us. Then we have Kong's Clips closing it up. For those of you who have come late, why don't we take a review of all action that's been given out here on the show? Justin McKelvey, Stacks Play of the Day #1. Kyron Williams, 70-plus rush yards at plus 100. That's from our guy, Stacks. We got Tone Miggins making moves here as well. Kent Davies is about to go down to Circa and unload on the board. I boycott Circa because they don't have a horse book. But that's just my own issues, man. You disrespect horses, you disrespect me, man. So I don't care how beautiful, but have fun down there. Have fun down there. Robert Franklin on Packers money line. We got Tone Miggins, Panthers plus 12.5. Anytime touchdown for Coker. at plus 425. Panthers money line at plus 450. Panthers first half team total over at 7.5 minus 109 here for our guy Tone Miggins. Let's go over action here before our guy Dutch joins us. First off, Bobano, who is our leader here. Bobano, it was a great call, Tone. You're a beast, man. You are an absolute beast. We have over 44.5 in Rams Panthers from Bobano, and Rams team total over 27.5 at minus 110. We have the Bears plus 2 at minus 108. Bobano's on the over 50.5 in Bills Jags, and he's on Jacksonville first half, Buffalo Bills double result at plus 400. When you use one team for the first half and the other team for the win, we call it playing God. Now, Bobano's had an incredible record. Maybe he's capable of playing God. Then we have action from Bobano on the Chargers plus 4, and he closes up shop on the over 37.5 in Houston, Pittsburgh. We will continue to go over everybody's action here in the chat, but we have our next guest ready to rock with us here on NFL Pub Hub Wild Card Edition. Also, still time to sign up for our confidence pool. Still 39 minutes until kickoff to sign up for our confidence pool. Our next guest is currently ranked 6th out of 33 cappers in NFL Pub Hub this season. Another one of those cappers who's been a model of consistency throughout the year with us. We've only had him for 6 shows. It's not enough. Please welcome one of the stars of Medicate Mondays alongside the Magic Man, Dabra Kadabra. Please welcome from Las Vegas, Nevada, Dutch Boy Fresh. Dutchie, what's good, man? Welcome to the show. It is great to see you here on a Saturday. How are you?
Jimmy, the motherfucking bag. Salute to you, my guy. All the real ones holding us down. It's good, man. It's a big weekend. I'm excited. Had a good night with Indiana last night. Not so well with the Rebels, but it was a beautiful thing with the Hoosiers last night. So let's continue the momentum.
I got crushed by Indiana, and it's like that's a gambler's fallacy, but I have already bet them double result at minus 130 against Miami. It's like I don't know what that number is going to end up at, but I don't think it ends up minus 130. I was like, just put it in my pocket. They look dynamite. Excellent call on the Hoosiers. The line went against you. You showed no fear. I'm very interested to hear your plan of attack. Dutch Boy Fresh with us on Pub Sports Radio. We start with Rams Panthers kickoff in 38 minutes. Dutch, what's your plan?
Yeah, man. So here, I think, and real quick, I do want to give a big shout out to Cons Clips, Big Hundo. He got me on the Hoosiers all year, and I got on it, and it took me a minute, but we wrote him out. So shout out to Big Hundo. Let's go. Right here, I like. I love me some Matthew Stafford. I think we're both quite fond of the LA Rams here. I don't know. I think we talked a little bit on Monday that you're looking here at the points, but to me, Jim, I think there's levels to this shit. And the LA Rams will pick their number in Carolina. Team total over 27.5, Jim. I got minus 125. I didn't tweet this out. If you can give me a better number. Paid the juice, though. Wanted to get it under the 28. So team total over 27.5, minus 125. Now, they played back, in November 30th, right, in Carolina. They lost that game 28-31 in Carolina. They did, Matthew did have 2 interceptions. I think if he doesn't turn the ball over 2 times, they get 35 plus in that game, Jim. Both running backs average over 5 yards per carry in that football game. And the Rams have went over this number 4 out of the last 5. The last 6 road games, Jim, the Rams are averaging 35 points per game. So over 27.5, minus 125. It's good money. I do think the Panthers just aren't really a playoff football team. In the schedule, is very, very suspect, which kind of leads to them being here in a situation they probably shouldn't even be in.
We actually line shopped and found a minus 110 when Bobano was here earlier, so that's what we will give you here. Rams team total over 27.5 at minus 110 gets Dutchie's card started. Let's head to Soldier Field now. We have a bunch of our friends going to be live and in person. Troy Torrance going to be there with his pops as well. A huge game at Soldier Field. The Sharps are on green and yellow. 4 straight losses, and the Sharps are screaming loud because this line just keeps moving and moving towards the Packers. And I've stayed off the side because of this. What's your plan, Dutch?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy, Troy. But I hope we don't see no touchdowns today, Jim. I really don't. I don't want no touchdowns in Soldier Field today. Now, there might be 1 or 2, but I don't expect that many. I did get this number at 46.5. I got it out at 46. I gave it out on the session at 46.5. 46 was what I tweeted out. Give me the best number, Jim.
Last week, we can give you that.
Yep, cool, dope. I think honestly, like, I just think this is going to be a division game. You know, obviously it's a division game. I think this is going to be a smash mouth football game. I think Ben Johnson's going to lead towards the run. You know, the rookie from Rutgers is averaging over 4.5 yards per carry. You know, and then you got Swift averaging over 4.5 yards per carry as well. Kind of, you know, we think of you know, Ben Johnson throwing the ball around, but they ran it an awful lot there in Detroit. I think that's going to be their game plan. You know, and I honestly think with the Mika missing there, Green Bay, I think we get a better number here because this number was at 44.5, December 26th. I think there's a little overreaction a little bit, Jim, but I also am not that confident in the Green Bay Packers overall weapons. You know, now they do have 2 dual backs, both running pretty well. But I honestly don't think they have the weapons. And, you know, I question Jordan Love as well. Last 3 meetings versus the Pack, that game in December 20th was a total of 38 at the end of the game. I think last 3 home games in Chicago have been an average of 35 points per game. I like the Bears here, but I do believe the line scares me a little bit. So I got a teaser later on here that we could talk about, but the total here under 46. You know, I think the Bears have been playing pretty good defense as well. You know, not the best against San Francisco by any means, but they held the Lions to 19 recently and the Eagles in Philly to 15. So I think they run the ball. I think Green Bay runs the ball, and 46 is, I don't think they get in the 40s, Jim. So I actually love this look. We talked about it a lot on the sesh. And it dropped, but obviously you're telling me now it went back up. So
it went back up, weather related. The winds died down.
To be some shit crazy weather, right?
It's died way down. I keep refreshing it, and it changes constantly. We're at this point at kickoff, 10-mile-per-hour winds, but there will be snow showers at kickoff. Under 46. Did you get that at regular VIG -110?
Yeah.
Under 46 -110, tweeted out by Dutch Boy Fresh, which takes us to Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Dutch, I had planned on adding to my position on the Bills. I only have the Super Bowl. I had planned to take them to win the AFC. I had them to take them against the Jaguars. When Maxwell Hairston got hurt, I wanted to show up, wait for McDermott, put on a ski mask, and take him out. Just with the kneecap, just a hard hit to the kneecap. Nothing that would hurt him for too long. I was so angry. Now Terrell Bernard's out as well. I'm using them in the pools, but I'm so angry. I have not bet them here. I still think Josh Allen can find a way, but I'm so angry that our number 1 pick is not out there at corner, man. Take it away, your plan of attack.
Yeah, man. I mean, I got the Bills here. We talked about it a lot on the sesh. I did tweet this one out and it went the other way against me. I got the -118. I know it's better now. Bills been playing solid ball, though. I mean, honestly, I think they're kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles of the AFC. I think their record doesn't show how good a team they are. Obviously, the secondary is questionable with that, and that injury is big. But I honestly think the Bills are a lot better than where they're at right now. And they won 5 out of the last 6 big wins at Pittsburgh, at New England. You know, and the Jags to me, Jim, are a little suspect here. 8-game win streak, yes. Tennessee twice, Colts twice, Jets, Cards. They did beat San Diego pretty easily in Jacksonville, but that was also off of LA Chargers. They beat the Chargers, but that was a Sunday after Chargers had a Sunday night game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So kind of a solid situation there. LA having to travel. And then of course they went into Denver, right? And beat my Broncos. But I mean, the writing was kind of on the wall there. They had lost there. My Broncos had won 11 fucking straight football games. So I mean, it was just a matter of time. Are the Jaguars a good team? Yes. I think the Bills are clearly a better football team, Jim. And it really starts with the guy, the best thing fucking going. Now, I want to know, you yourself and the chat, I mean, outside of Ohtani, because, I mean, this motherfucker's in another league. But tell me somebody who's better than fucking Josh Allen in any other sport. I mean, this guy's 6'5", 240, cares about the fucking game, will run you the fuck over, completing 70%, right under 70% this year in passes. And you name me his second and third motherfucking wide receivers. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Averaging over 5 yards a fucking carry with 14 touchdowns. Give me that guy. Give me 17. Bills Mafia. It's good money.
Oh God, I hope so.
And last time he was seen Jacksonville, 23 of 30, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, led the team in rushing with 44 yards. Get the fuck out of here. There's levels to it. And Trevor Lawrence, he's a good quarterback, and Jacksonville's done great this year, but they're questionable schedule. And I just think personally, at the end of the day, the Bills are just a better team. James Cook, Josh Allen run the football. This run game for Jacksonville is not that great. So I know the Bills have been suspect against the run, but I don't know how good Jacksonville is running the football, and they're a little suspect defending the ball. And you're going against Josh fucking Allen, so give me the Bills all motherfucking day.
You got it, man. I'll be cheering heavy. I'll be cheering heavy. Bills.
I do have my bad, Jim. I do have a plus money right here. I talked that shit about Jay. I'm gonna put my money where it is. Where my mouth is. It is Josh Allen, anytime touchdown, plus the Bills money line right here. Because if they win this game, believe me, Josh Allen's going to have his fucking name all over it. Plus 200 is the best number I got, Jim. This motherfucker's got 78 touchdowns. Lead. Ain't nobody's done more than this guy. 78 rushing touchdowns, 14 on the year. He'll touch the paint in Jacksonville. Believe that. Plus 200, Jim.
Did you tweet that out?
I did not. You could probably give
okay, good, because I'll be able to get you, because this line is moved, I can get you something nice here. Yeah. Let's see. I think this will be bigger.
The anytime touchdown was like minus 135.
Yeah, they're not letting me parlay that here. Okay, so I'll stick with the plus 200 at this point, but I'll keep working on it. You're in business, man.
All right, two teasers real quick, and I'm going to get up out of here. Bears plus 7.5. I think they win the fucking football game. It's scaring me a little bit with all the bullshit. Yeah, little church mode. Teaser plus 6, Jim. 7.5. And the Bills with the line movement. Give me a touchdown and the hooker. I'm going to take that. I got the Bills plus 7.5 with the Bears plus 7.5. Also, Chargers. I think they're live to win the game. Give me the better motherfucking quarterback. But I don't know, man. Them Patriots, man. Vrabel scares the fuck out of me. I love me some Jim Harbaugh as well. I love me some Amari Hampton. I'm gonna tease it though, Jim, and I'll probably have a money line bet, but not in here for the show. Plus 9.5, and the Eagles, who are clearly, in my opinion, a better team than the San Francisco 49ers, and should run away with that football game. But it's the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. So give me just to win the game with the Chargers plus 9.5. Two teasers for you, Jim.
Sorry, what was tied to the Chargers plus 9.5?
The Eagles money line.
Eagles money line. Perfect. Eagles money line. So we have the Chargers plus 9.5, Eagles money line minus 120, Bears plus 7.5, Bills plus 7.5 minus 120. Josh Allen anytime touchdown, Bills money line plus 200. I'm gonna work on seeing if I can get that a little higher. I'm sure I can. Bills money line minus 118. The under 46 in Packers Bears was talked about Medicaid Monday and tweeted out by Dutch. Rams team total over 27.5. I'm gonna pop Dutch's X handle here in the chat. Please support our guy Dutch Boy Fresh. Medicaid Monday, 48 hours away. It's where we all start our week. It's where the week begins. And Medicaid Monday. Dutch, thank you for making time with us, man. Any last words for the cappers supporting the show?
Yeah, man. Everyone here, show up or show out for the live streams that our guy Jim's gonna bring you tomorrow, and show up Medicaid Monday morning right here at Puff Sports Radio. Believe me. It's the place to be. It's the way you need to start out your week. Salute to all the real ones, my man. Y'all stay fresh.
There he is. Dutch Boy Fresh in the house. We have our final guest setting up here to rock with us. We still have 26 minutes if anybody wants to sign up for our confidence pool. The It's the pool is growing, and we need as much cash in there as possible. As our final guest is setting up, our final guest currently ranked 5th out of 33 cappers here on the show. He has been excellent, and he is setting himself up. We did review Bobano's action. Let's keep reviewing action. Flash gave us the Packers -1.5, -114. Buffalo Bills money line at +106. 49ers +6 in the 49ers team total over 19 flat at -105. Chargers +3.5 at -104. And he's also on the Houston Pittsburgh over 37.5. So we have Bobano and we have our guy Flash and myself on the overs. Now I got in early, the terrible number. They did not. They got in here with the number available. Our final guest here of our wild card edition NFL Pub Up is ready to rock with us. I am excited to have him on. He has been excellent throughout this season here on our show. We talk about models of consistency. He has been one of them. 3 of his last 4 shows been right around the number, and then he has his banger show plus 5.41 units, which set him up nicely here. This guy goes for big scores, and we believe we can cash him here today. Please welcome Big Hundo Kong's Clips to the program. Kong, welcome, my man. You are where you need to be. NFL Pub Hub headlining our program here. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Jimmy. How's my audio?
Audio works, man. Audio works. Let's get to business, Kong. 6 games to attack here. Take it away. Rams, Panthers, Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. We have kickoff in 24 minutes, Kong. What's your plan?
All right, Jimmy. Devontae Adams is back. You know what time it is. We're going to the touchdown props. Devontae Adams, anytime touchdown. This dude, Jimmy, anything outside the 3-yard line, Devontae Adams is getting the ball in a post route. Devontae Adams is going to find the end zone today in his first game back. He was on a tear before he got injured. So they're going to find him in the end zone again today. Not once, but numero dos. 2 touchdowns for Devontae Adams today, Jimmy, at what did I get this at? Plus 470. I'm also on the single touchdown at -140. Fully plan on cashing both of those. And then I put a little parlay together. I got almost even money on a Devontae Adams anytime touchdown and the Los Angeles Rams money line.
And Rams money line. Adams anytime touchdown. Rams money line. The 3rd spot that you are attacking. What was the vig on that?
-103. -103.
Adams anytime touchdown. Rams money line -103. Adams anytime touchdown -140. Adams 2 touchdowns at plus 470. I think it makes a lot of sense when you're going for the big score for 2 touchdowns to cover your nut if he scores 1. I truly agree with that move. Cover yourself, so at least you're just going to lose a little bit of vig if he doesn't get to the 2, but you're free rolling basically after he gets the 1. So I think that's played perfectly. Anything else you're adding in Rams Panthers?
No, sir.
All right, we are in business. Kong's Clips in the house, which takes us to Soldier Field. Kong, Packers, Bears. Your plan of attack.
Yeah, Jimmy. This Chicago team, I said it before the season started, this team was going to make a run this year. They were going to look a lot better. Ben Johnson is that dude. There's people that say coaching isn't as big of a deal if you don't have talent. Look at Indiana and Signetti. No 5 stars on the team. Ben Johnson come through this year, Jimmy, and he's done what he's supposed to. Done what he did at Detroit, and he's turned this team around. I'm on Chicago here. I think they beat Green Bay. We've seen them do it already this year. I know the track history is pretty bad for Chicago, but I think they've turned it around. I think Chicago goes out here and gets a win today. Huge win.
Well, we can get you as this line has been moving and moving and moving. It just doesn't stop moving towards the Packers. Now you have options. You could take the Bears money line at plus 120. It's plus 120 now.
Yes, sir. That's where I'm at.
Okay, let's get you that. Let me see if I can beat that anywhere. No, plus 120 is the best line available. And that means that I'm sure we have 2.5s here and only one book hanging the 2.5. Okay, we have the Bears plus 120 here for our guy Kong's Clips. Shout out to Steven, who just signed up for the confidence pool. Steven, can you please make an account on Pub Sports Radio as well for us? That would be very helpful and important for us. So could you make an account as well? You are in business, Kong. We roll on to our next spot on the board. Judging by the wares, I think we're going to be supporting our upstate New York football team. Take it away for us, man.
Well, Dutchie said it best. Big number 17's got to come through here. A loss here is not going to be accepted. There will be coaches fired, and there will be some changes made if Buffalo loses this game. Excuse me. I think Josh Allen gets it done, Jimmy. I know they haven't looked the best at the end of the season here, but I think Buffalo comes in and knocks off a really hot Jacksonville team. Don't get me wrong, Jacksonville is a great team. I've loved what they've done this season. I just think Josh Allen is going to will this team to a victory today. So I attacked this a couple ways. I'm on the Buffalo money line at minus 106. I'm on the Trevor Lawrence anytime touchdown at plus 170. And I'm on the Josh Allen anytime touchdown at minus 130. I just think Josh Allen has upside for 2 touchdowns here. It's either going to be Cook or Allen. One of these guys are going to be the one that makes the moves in this game, and I just believe it's going to be Josh Allen. When it's time to put up or shut up, Josh Allen steps up. That's just who he is. I haven't had a chance to look at his rush prop. I might hop in on a rush prop as well. I just think Josh Allen is going to will this team to a victory, and I think he finds the pay dirt.
You are in business, man. What are your concerns here with the no Maxwell Hairston, and to a lesser extent, but still an extent, no Terrell Bernard? The Maxwell Hairston thing makes me livid. Their defense completely changed when he became available week 7. He should not have been on the field. It doesn't matter if you only had 3 cornerbacks. 5 minutes left in the game, you're up by 35 points. He should not have been on the field. What is your feeling about?
Yeah, at that point, you move a linebacker out there, and whatever happens, happens. I cannot believe he was still on the field. It blows my mind. Just some of the decisions this coaching staff makes sometimes it's uncalled for.
Your belief is that it sucks, but Josh Allen can rise above.
I believe Buffalo can outscore Jacksonville. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. But I think they're going to go back and forth, and at the end of the game, the close ball game, I put the ball in Josh Allen's hands. I think he comes away with a victory. I also love this over. I didn't make it official, but I played it. I think it's back and forth, and I think Buffalo has to outscore Jacksonville in this game.
Well, let's roll on. Next up, though, for you is just we don't have action in the final 3 games. We go right to the touchdown parlay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's hear your touchdown parlay, my man.
All right. This is the attempt to catch Bobano touchdown parlay. I'm on Devontae Adams. I'm on Trevor Lawrence, and I'm on Josh Allen. 3-leg parlay, anytime touchdown, plus 751.
Plus 751 here. Devontae Adams, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, anytime touchdowns, a plus 751. Individually, we have Josh Allen, anytime touchdown, Trevor Lawrence, anytime touchdown, and the Buffalo Bills money line. It's very easy to put together an SGP for this Bills Jags game. A lot of options here, and even the Lawrence anytime touchdown and Allen anytime touchdown, you put those together, and it just starts skyrocketing up. If you want to add a money line as well,
Jimmy, I want to say too. I did play Trevor Lawrence last week, if you remember, for 2+ touchdowns. I did sprinkle that again this week at plus 2,000. I'm not going to make it official, but I think there's a good chance Trevor Lawrence tries to will his team to a victory as well and gets 2 touchdowns.
Oh, it's important to note. It's going to be a beautiful football game. I cannot wait to watch it as well. Then we have the Bears money line. I forgot he posted this on X, so we'll go with the numbers that he has. Bears plus 106. Then Devontae Adams anytime touchdown minus 140. 2 touchdowns at plus 470. And then the Devontae Adams anytime touchdown, the Rams money line tied together at minus 103 for our guy Kong's Clips. Kong, we can't let you leave until we hear your first thoughts on how you are going to attack Indiana-Miami College Football Championship.
Yes, sir, Jimmy. It's already posted on my account. I need you guys to realize that if you don't go bet Indiana minus 7.5, you're going to get a worse number next Monday. Indiana is going to force Miami to force Miami to throw the ball. Miami's not going to be able to run the ball in Indiana. They're going to be forced to throw the ball. Carson Beck, we've seen him in those situations when he's down and he has to throw the ball, i.e. Louisville this year. Carson Beck trying to will them back to a victory. He throws picks. This Indiana defense is star-studded, and they are the straw that stirs the drink, essentially. This defense for Indiana is something else. Indiana plays great in all 3 phases: special teams, offense, defense. Indiana blows Miami out, Jimmy, and I have put 10 units on it. Last play of the year, I'm up, I think it's like 78 units this year in college football. So I'm going to scrape 10 units off of that for the last college football play of the year. Super confident. I'm not worried about it at all. Indiana blows out Miami at Miami.
I love it. Love seeing you cook this year, as always, in college football. Our guy Kong's Clips. I put his X handle here in the chat. Hit that link. Support our guy Kong. Kong, my man, thank you for making time for us today. We have kickoff in 13 minutes, so everything worked out perfectly. Thank you for headlining the program. Any last words for the Cappers supporting the show?
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for having me. Pub Hub was a success again this year. You guys have 12 minutes now to go and sign up for the confidence pool. Come in, try to get some money. Yeah, man. Pub Sports Radio. It's where we're at. It's a lifestyle. I love you guys. I hope everybody has a great new year. I hope everybody makes some money on Indiana and the national championship. We will see you guys on Monday for Medicate Monday. Peace, Kong. I'm out.
There he is, Kong's Clips in the house. Let's put a bow on the proceedings here. Send us into the future. Let's bring on the backbone of Pub Sports Radio here, the producer of this show all year, producer of Bankroll Blitz and Betting with the Bag, Jose Bouquet. Jose, how are you, my friend?
Excited to watch Bears Packers tonight. That is a season-making game, so it'll be fun to watch.
Oh man, what do you think of this? All the sharps on the Packers, the line moving towards the Packers. TJ just bet the Packers. And how did TJ put it? He said, I just moved on Green Bay minus 1.5. Line is telling us all we need to know at this point.
Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing. I didn't bet it. I want the Bears to win though, but the line moving all that way, I mean, it just sucks that the same thing with the 49ers game. 4.5 to 6. I was like, oh. I thought the Niners had a shot, but
I didn't think the Niners had a shot. I mean, we got Sky Dragon in the house who's signing up for our big confidence pool. Thank you, DG. And yes, 11 minutes is lots. It's not like a regular, it doesn't take long to get your action in and get it hit the submit picks on Jose's face and get rolling.
Yeah, don't forget to hit submit.
Yes, as we've learned. So when I look at it, I can't bet the Bears and Bills. I don't have any futures or anything on the Bears, so I guess I could, but I'm so upset about the injuries with the Bills defense. Like, I see the excuses now,
1 second, Jimmy. Dodge, you still have time to sign up for the pool, Dodge. You still have time.
Yes, it's still time, Dodge. Still time, my man. It does not take long because it's a confidence pool. You already know. Like I put my action. It took 3 minutes. Like I knew my plan. I knew what I wanted. Yeah.
And do all of the picks lock right now, or is it just the first game?
All of the picks lock. All of the picks lock, which then allows us to see everybody's picks. But yes,
so
your
Dodge,
picks have
get
to
it
be
in,
in by
get
the
it
first
in.
game. Kick off the first game. DG says he's changing his tune on Philly. Interesting. Losing a little bit of that confidence on Philly. Interesting. I can't wait to watch all of these games, except I guess the one that I mean, I got the 20-1 on the Super Bowl with the Rams, so I'm not quite as high on them. Shout out to Dennis Garcia, aka Sky Dragon. He is in business. Yeah, 10 minutes all day. You're in business, man. You're nothing to worry about at all. So when I look at these games now, I'm not adding anything. I wanted to be on the under in Rams Panthers. I'm not. And Swiggy says Peter is the only guy outstanding we don't have an account for. So we've sent Peter an email. This is not Peter Loshak. He's in. He's ready to go. He's all signed up. His picks are in. But if anybody, if you're watching right now, Peter, please make an account for us, my friend.
That's Salty Pete, right?
That's not Salty Pete. He's in. Whoever just signed up. No, Salty Pete's locked in. Everybody, we're all locked in. That means we're probably over 30 now, so we have at least 3,000 in the pool, which means top 3 get paid, and that's great because even if we go up to 39, it'll be top 3 gets paid, which means the top 3 is going to get paid. Going to get Peter H. So Peter H, if you could set up an account, I'd like to be on the Bears, Jose. I can't do it. I'm not going to go up against the Sharps like this. Sweaty Butcher, pizza bet on Jags plus 600 to be the highest scoring team this weekend. Sweaty Butcher, he's in our confidence pool, and he has bet quite heavy in our confidence. He said he was going to use the Jags for the 12 spot here.
I'll see you Friday night, Sweaty Butcher, probably.
Yes, tell us a little bit about this, and then I will review everybody's action. Tell us about your trip so that we can get any cappers in Vegas to come rock with you. Tell us about what's up this weekend for you.
Yeah, I'm going to Vegas this weekend for a wedding. So Saturday, I didn't know that I was a groomsman, Jimmy. I found that out by his wife changing a group chat name to the groomsman. And I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't realize that. So I have to take pictures and such, which is fantastic. But that's what I'm doing Saturday. Friday night, I'm playing in a private poker game, which will be very interesting. I am a guppy and a table full of bigger fish. So let's pray for my sanity. As you guys know, I'm a very wily poker player. Wily.
We'll see again at Pubapalooza 5. That's where
Yes, you
we'll
will.
get another taste of the skill set of our Jose Bouquet.
Four bounties I want. I don't know whose bounty I want more, Jimmy. Out of you, Low Shack, Nasty Nate, and Justin McKelvey.
Well, you should try to get your hands on mine, man.
I definitely tried last year.
Yeah,
I definitely can't confirm. Tried.
DG says Jose firsthand check raise all in. They'll be scared.
That would be pretty electric. But they know me enough to be like, this piece of shit doesn't have anything.
Let's review all action here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Our wild card edition next week will be on Saturday as well. We have our Sunday night live stream and Monday night live streams as well this week. Let's review all action. Bobano on the over 44.5 in Rams, Panthers. Rams team total over 27.5. Bears +2 at -108. Over 50.5 in Bills, Jags, and Jacksonville. Buffalo double result +400. Jacksonville first half, Buffalo full game. Playing God. Then we have Chargers +4 at -112 and the over 37.5 in Houston, Pittsburgh. Flash.
Who's playing God?
Bobano.
He's up 47. He's up 40 some units, so I guess he can play
What
God.
a performance every week! It's just uncanny. And then to finish off Week 18 with your best performance of the year, Flash is on the Packers -1.5, the Bills money line, the 49ers +6, and the team total over 19. The Chargers +3.5, and Houston, Pittsburgh over 37.5. Salty Pete is on Rams first half team total over 60.5 at +110. All of his actions plus money. Bears money line +117. Etienne longest rush 20+ at +195, and Tootin longest rush at 10+ at +170. So Etienne longest rush 20+ at +195, Tootin 10+ at +170. Then he's got the Patriots +3 and the Houston +3.5 for a teaser -120. We had Brizzy joining us. He's Rams, Eagles money line parlay. Jordan Love 2 passing touchdowns. Reed anytime touchdown. Reed 3+ receptions at +400. Jordan Love over 225 passing yards -110. Josh Allen over 7.5 rush attempts -130. Eagles in the under 15.5 SGP -102. And Stephon Diggs anytime touchdown +180 and over 4.5 receptions -134. And then on the Monday night, he's got Nico Collins anytime touchdown +150. Then we move over to TJ. TJ's on Bryce Young over 3.5 rush attempts and over 16.5 rush yards. Corum over 9.5 rush attempts and over 43.5. And his teaser for tonight is Rams -0.5, Carolina +20.5, and Green Bay, Chicago over 35.5. There we go. Jermaine, my man Jermaine says, how many people won't survive till 7 p.m.? Panthers going to shock the world. Love Jermaine, man. And then we have TJ on Jags first half money line. Jags double result. Full game over 51.5 -107. Trevor Lawrence anytime touchdown +180. I'm relieved now, honestly. But if Maxwell Hairston was in the lineup, I'd be on the Bills. He's that much of a game changer for me. Chargers +4 -113, and then TJ's on the Steelers +3 -109. And he's got Philadelphia. These are his teasers. Philadelphia +4.5. These are 10-point teasers, so you need 3 at -120. Philadelphia +4.5. Chargers, Patriots over 35.5. Houston, Pittsburgh under 48.5. Then Jacksonville +11.5. San Francisco, Philadelphia under 54.5. Pittsburgh +13. And then we have Money Mills. Puka Nacua over 7.5 receptions. Khalil Shakir over 4.5 receptions -115. Myers over 4.5 receptions -115. Josh Allen anytime touchdown. James Cook anytime touchdown. CMC Music Factory anytime touchdown. And A.J. Brown over 5.5 receptions. Oh, and Trevion Henderson anytime touchdown +113. That's his card. Dutch Boy Fresh gave us Rams team total over 27.5. The under 46 in Green Bay, Chicago. Bills money line. Josh Allen anytime touchdown. Bills money line +200. His teasers: Bears +7.5. Bills +7.5. Chargers +9.5. Eagles money line. And then Kong to close us up. Adams anytime touchdown and 2 touchdowns. Adams anytime touchdown. Rams money line together as well. Bears money line. Bills money line. Lawrence anytime touchdown. Allen anytime touchdown. And then he's got his 3-player touchdown prop. Devontae Adams, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen +751. And that, my friends, is our show for the wild card week. Harold Williams, Swiggy. We got Pete H. Beautiful. We're in business. So, Swiggy, how many do we have here with 3 minutes left? Tell me we're at least 30, man. 30 is perfect number. 29 will be tricky because at that point, I guess we should go top 3, but it's not quite. I guess we probably should, but we'll see. Let's see how many we got.
I think we're at 28.
28. Well, then it should just be top 2. I mean, it should just be top 2. Do you think we should open up to top 3?
Well, I guess it depends if the payouts would be juicy enough, in your opinion. I'm not a math guy, as you know. Well documented.
DG says give third their money back. Swiggy agreeing with that. Yeah, I know. We'll look at the different options here, but I think that we should always veer towards more money for the winners. So we'll see. Let's have a Saturday, says our guy Coin. Shout out to Coin, Swiggy, DG, Jermaine, Robert Franklin, Man Bear Pig, Harold Williams, Kevin Pontichera coming to us from Maui. We got Maui in the house. Sancho, Jim Dewigger, Sweaty Butcher. Sweaty Butcher, we missed you here. I know you were trying to make it, man. You've been a beast. Currently ranked 3rd out of 33 cappers here on CappersCon or on our NFL pop-up. Redbeard, thank you. We are 1 minute to kick off. Mark Navarez, Kong's Clips. Mark Navarez, thank you. Dodge, get into the pool, my man. Thank you guys all so much. Genesee Ben, Dougie Wise, Donut Silks, Nicholas Handy, Sancho. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our guests. Very, very fun, man. Bobano, Flash, Salty Pete, Brizzy, Big Master. Oh, Big Master couldn't make it. TJ, Money Mills, Dutch Boy Fresh, Kongs, Clips, and Jose. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you deliver. It's not gonna feel right not having you next week, but be back in business for the conference finals. Jose, my friend, move us forward. Take us into the future, my friend. We have kickoff commencing in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Imagine it's like sex with a condom, Jimmy. It's just not like the same, you know? Not the same here. But I wish everyone a lot of luck. Damon Santori, nice to see you, Damon, my
Great to
man.
see you, Damon.
Hope we can see you at Palooza, Damon. I know you're a Papa Bear as well, but nice to see you, Damon. Swig, thanks for all the work backstage as well. Nice to see Sky Dargan in the house here as well. Sweaty, I'll see you on Friday. It will be very funny to see you with Sweaty Butcher, and I hope to see all of you Palooza this year as well. Let's go make some money.
Go get that.
Can the Bears just make it a good game? Please make it a good game, gentlemen.
We need more than that.
Do something, Chicago. Caleb, I believe in you. Leche. Hey, Los Bookmaker.